Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Sunday, it is the end of the week, and that of course means it's time for us to jump in some good old Warframe. Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Orbiter. As the title of the stream would suggest, today we are going to be having a look at the good old Chandelier Prime. She's built, she's sat in the foundry, ready to go. Let's have a look at her. There she is, ready and waiting for us. So that is going to be a big part of today, leveling her up and seeing the best way to build around her, you know? Get a real good Gara Prime going. So that is basically the bigger part of today. Get her up and running and then try her out in as many scenarios as we can do so. Of course, before we get diving on into that, we have to do today's sortie. So let's have a look at what we have got for today's sortie. So first things off the bat, we have got a spy mission with radiation hazard. Usually a bit of an issue, not an issue on a spy mission though, so that's going to be nice and easy. Follow up on that, we've got a rescue mission, which is with enemy physical enhancement. Alright, depends on the physical enhancement, but normally okay. Actually, it's rescue, definitely okay. And then Disruption Xmas Stronghold. Now, that one can be a little bit more problematic, but being against a Grenier should still be okay, but we'll need to see how we want to play that out. So that is what we've got for our sortie. Let's get diving on into that. As standard, if you would like to join in on the sortie, and if you're on PC, of course, to be able to do that, let me know. I'll invite you on into the squad. Just let me know what your username is. I'm thinking for the Spy one, usually I'd go with Spy Vara, but I've been doing quite a bit of Spy Vara for that kind of thing, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Let's switch back over to good old Wukong Prime. Also very, very effective when it comes to spy missions, so, you know, why not? So, we've got our frame. We don't really need to look at the weaponry because it's a spy mission. And what's this event? Oh, Gold Perch, no one cares about that. So, let's head on in. Let's go do the sortie spy. Now, with the sortie, it is always a little bit of a gamble doing it on public. You might get some people who are less than familiar with spy missions. It happens, you know. No one's born perfect at this stuff. Race on through. Now it looks like I'm not actually the host for this one. Someone else has set up the mission themselves, as it were. But I'm still first away, so that's fine. So this one, nope. Of course, it's a bit foggy, but I realise I can actually just go here. And data is purging. I haven't got someone in here, have I? Yes, I have now. Okay, well that's great. Let's just wait for that to move out of the way. If the lasers want to move out of the way, there we go. Now I can do this, and we're good. Cool. Yeah, why is there so much fog around? I know it's a radiation hazard, but there's not normally this much fog. That's weird. Made it very, very hard to see what I was actually looking at there. It looks like we've got at least someone over at B, so I want to be going towards C. Might also be occupied, which is fine, you know, I've already done one vault. I'm going to fly on over there just on the off chance. No, it's looking increasingly likely that, what's this? Soil in there, yeah. Don't seem to understand what they're doing, so I'm just going to help them out here. And we're done. I could have left them to it, but if they want to practice the spy missions, they can do that in solo, or just, you know, not in a sortie. Not really feeling the mood of just kind of sitting there waiting for them to figure out a spy mission on Mars. That is the very first bit of today's sortie. Smashed out. Easy peasy. Wait for the rest of them to arrive, and then we can get on with the next ones. Where is this bellows fella? Oh, he's a bit away, but he's on his way. Doing his best. Here he comes. You can see him on the map there, making his way around. Just coming around that corner any moment now. There he is. There we are. Okie dokie. I've got a lich active, the stolen cool credits, and then a little bit of salvage, who really cares? Not a big deal. Alright, so let's dip on out of that group there. Oh, hello, we got Wally here as well. Hello, Wally. Spoilers for those who have no idea who Wally is, but there you go. Let's go do some rescuing. Von Strudel. Alright. Oh, this mission is already partway on. Let's see if I can catch up with the rest of them. Why am I? That was weird. It was just allowing me only to go down. Not forwards, just down. That was rather unusual. Oh, let me up. There we are. He's got that one, he's got that one, I've got this one. There he is. Alright. Let's go home, yeah, as he says. Hello, that nerd. It's going alright, thank you. And yourself? Just making our way through the first, well, sorry, second mission of the Sortie at the moment. And we'll be getting on to have a look at Gara Prime. Yeah, hope all is well your side as well. It's daily to pick up 20 energy orbs. I think that's going to happen just fine by accident. There's 6. Yeah, have a gun. Alright, there we go. Second mission down, which brings us on to the third and final one of the Sortie. Found the same list. Waiting in ESO for a full squad to show up for weapon leveling. Oh, fair do, fair do. I mean, usually speaking, so long as you've got, say, like a Volt or a Sarin, possibly a Mirage, you can basically just go with them. Done. Mesa can also work well, yeah. Now, as we are jumping into the third mission of the Sortie, that brings us on to the age-old question for any of these predictions. What reward do you think we're going to get? So, from this Sortie, am I going to get myself an Anasa Sculpture or Endo, or is it going to be literally anything else? Use those little blue spanners you got at the bottom of the chat window there. Make your guess. This is going to be a Xmas Stronghold Disruption, so I do need to think about what I'm bringing to this one. And I'm thinking, let's do something a little bit different. Let's bring Ash. You might be wondering, why the hell would I bring Ash to something like this? And that's a very good question if you are wondering it. If you're not, start wondering it. And that's because Ash has a way of dealing with demolishers pretty nicely. I'm trying to remember which weapon I have built for this. I had a finisher weapon. Or was it a rapier? It might be the rapier. Oh, no, I don't want that. Let's see. Yeah, here we go, yeah. Finishing touch, spell strike. This looks like the one, yeah. And then if we just grab the right loadout, I don't appear to have one, so let's make one. Been too long. So what we need is, first of all, the augment. Absolutely need fatal teleport. So this one, when we teleport, we perform a finisher on the target, dealing extra damage, which is, you know, very, very good news to have. On top of this then, I want to increase the strength of that. Let's grab some strength. Grab you, there we are, plenty of strength. Following on, I also need to have some duration. Let's get constitution into here. That augment, sorry, that aura needs to be better as well. Let's fix that real quickly. Field charge, perfect. And then say I usually run Cora for a ensnare spam, works pretty good. Yeah, fair do. That would definitely do the trick for a lot of missions. Let's see. So, duration. I need plenty of that. Let's grab you. We don't want to be murdering the range, though, because that range is very important to me. I can drop it a bit, maybe. Yeah, I'll drop it a bit. For that duration, because I do want plenty of smokescreen time. That is also very important to me. I need a streamline in here, because let's bring up that efficiency a bit, make these abilities a little bit more affordable, and I need a flow to be able to afford to do everything I'm trying to do. Now, this build lacks any kind of tank. That is a big deal with it. It's attack speed on melee, that is fine, yeah. It lacks any kind of tank. I'm entirely cloak tanking with this. I am hoping to not die. And then we've got Xeric for all of the energy. This should work. Should. Going full Angel of Death on them. The idea is, basically, I'll just get rid of that itch under my nose. Any of the demolishers come along, I then just start spamming the fatal teleport. If you do it right, you start just ripping them to shreds. If you do it wrong, you lose. Yeah, you just lose. So hopefully I don't do it wrong. With a complete lack of defense, I am exceedingly vulnerable to things like any kind of toxic ancients? No, toxic Xmas. I'm just going to hope that that doesn't happen. And yes, I will take that free invisibility, thank you. That's cheaper than me having to do it myself. No rolling guard? No. I want to max out on basically duration and strength, rather than trying to work my way around other stuff. Because of all the threats going on, the biggest threat is the Demolisher. Might not be the safest way to do it, but this is the way I'm doing it. Oh wow, an Xmas wave on an Xmas Stronghold. Yeah, that's going to make a load of difference. You see, if I just do an example on this one, teleport, stab, dead. And I can hear it coming from this way. There it is, teleport. Oop, teleport. Like I said, it sometimes doesn't work. Come on, please work. Okay, I don't know why it's not working, to be quite honest with you. And I'm out of energy from trying. This was working the other day. Like, weeks ago. But still, you know. Do I need this out? Okay, I don't know what's gone wrong here, but it's not working anymore. And that's a problem, because that means that's my entire ability to deal with them. That's very, very bad news. Maybe they patched it out, but that's the thing. It wasn't supposed to not work. It's supposed to be another way you can just do it. So, I'm not sure what was happening there. I'll see if it happens on the other ones, because it might have just been that particular type of Demolisher that was resistant to it. I don't see any reason they should be. Wow, that's a lot of keys. But yeah, that was definitely not what I was expecting, because, you know, you saw I have a rapier made for it. I know it's always been a bit janky. Sometimes you have to do it 2 or 3 times, but not just constant fail. Okay, this is being weird. Oh man, that was quite a fire proc. Oh wow, ow. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely not working right now, and I do not know why. Very annoying. Maybe they detect me so I can't do a finisher? No, this ability allows you to do a finisher straight up. Like, watch. When they stop staggering. Why are they staggering? Oh, Equinox, okay. Right, if I just do it on this guy, teleport, stab, it forces a finisher. It's always been a bit janky on the Demolishers, but it still worked. That's the main bit, it still worked. Until now. I wonder if it's being affected by another ability that's stopping it. Oh god, we got two at once. Whose clever idea was that? We're not handling the first one very well. I have no energy. Yeah, this has gone very, very wrong. It could be something related to the Equinox Stagger. It would surprise me if it is. Because that doesn't make a lot of sense either, despite the fact that I suggested it. But it could be. I think after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it into a normal disruption, not a sortie one, and just give it a quick test there as well. Something's broken, and I'm not sure what. The good news is the Foreman is just so powerful that it's not really a problem. I can still work around that. Yeah, I don't like it when things that are working just kind of quietly slip away. They did the same with Hildrin. Hildrin, fair enough, Hildrin's one was definitely a bug, the whole Immortal Hildrin. But they just quietly slipped into the patch notes. Oh yeah, by the way, we've made it where Hildrin no longer gains shields from constant energy resupplied, like Energy Siphon. No fanfare, no big announcement about it. Oh, we're finally fixing this huge bug. They just popped it into the patch notes. I don't like quiet changes like that for what are honestly big things. It's not like they're fixing, oh yeah, you know how the Foreman does something slightly weird, we'd make it where it works again. Not little patches. Not like they made the lights here actually light up. So if they have changed it and I've missed it in the notes, that's not too great, because that's the kind of thing that you should definitely announce. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Coming from this side. I'm hitting it with the rapid fire to increase the amount of viral procs and also to give myself the bonus damage through the armor because puncture. Next one. Yeah, little trick for you if you are using the Foreman to try and kill something heavily armoured. If it's really struggling, switch to your auto-fire. Works wonders. But just mowing down an entire corridor in 4 shots also works wonders. I've not heard this one yet, so it's probably over this side. It is. It's there. Nope, still not working. Alright, cool. That's that one down. Cloak up. I might die from this, so I'm going to switch into Operator. There we go. And that's how you avoid dying.
Demo unit incoming. Don't let them near the conduit.
Oh, they got this one running. I'll just bring the key close to it. So this one's probably going to have the Demolisher over this side somewhere. Right, sounds like it's here. There he is. Now, the other thing you can do for these is to use Seeking Shuriken, the other augment that I have for Ash. I didn't use that one because I didn't think I'd need it. Shows what I know. Ta-da! Now we're on to an energy drain one, which means... yeah, I just don't have energy now. Oh wait, that's about to explode over there. Ah, bollocks. Didn't realise it had already been popped. I thought that one had only just been started, not was started a while ago. Ah, damn.
Another
Whoops.
satisfied customer.
Yo, Fet off. Thank you very much for following. Glad you're enjoying the channel. I will try to screw up my build slightly less as we go through the rest of today.
Here we go.
Seriously, I just did not notice that other conduit gets started. And also a pretty bad idea considering how close the others have gotten so far. Like, not a lot of awareness on the part of the key carrier either. But we just need to do one, then we're good. Where's the enemies? There we go. Give me your keys. Hello, Fetor. How's it cracking today? You might give me the key I want. Yes, you do. Thank you. Grab you. I don't care if anyone's going to start another key. I am just going to pop in my key to do my thing. We just need one. Oh. Oh, there we are. Alright. Enemy toxin weapons. That is actually the worst possible one I could have got right now. It could not be any worse for my build. Going from over this way. Through this corridor. This is an interesting frost bubble. Oh, he's gone that way. Come on, I can get you. Alright, let's just melee him for a bit. And we're good. Alright, cool, got it. The Arkansas grind has been real? Ah. Yeah, can be a bit tough at times. What's the way you're doing it then, Fetov? And then saying Toxin, the bane of Corpus Nintendo. Too right. Too damn right. Oh, we made it. It was a bit touch and go, I think, at times, but we made it. I'm really curious as to why my build has stopped working, so we're going to have to do some testing on that. And the result from today is an NASA sculpture. Also, Buzz3791, thank you very much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying yourself. There you are. To those of you who guessed it'll be the sculpture, yeah, correct. Sculpture is the reward today. I'm just going to dip into a quick disruption run solo and retest this build, see what's going wrong here, because that should have been working, and that concerns me. That really should have been working. Let's take it to a decently high level one, you know, keep it interesting. Valve saying, usually do long Gabby runs and level up some stuff while we're at it. I mean, fair enough, you're doing two things in one, go for it. Don't know if it's the most efficient at either of those, really, but it's an option. If you're looking specifically for Orokin cells, I think if you just speedrun the assassination on Saturn, that's typically a good source. Because the boss has a very high drop rate of the rare items, and you can run it in about 2.5 minutes. Let's quickly give this a test. I want to make sure this build is working or not working, one or the other. Then we're going to get to Gara Prime. Alright, all the guys are just spawned downstairs. Let's go say hi to them. Hello! Okay, I say hi and they're already falling for me. Anyway, jokes aside. Oi! No! What should be? So, this is what should be happening. Heavy gunner like that, teleport in, stab, excellent. Also, thank you for the key. So let's see what happens on the targets. The demolishers. Now, this location here, other keys that way, it's going to come from this side. I've been wrong before. What on earth do you mean by that, Athlia? They're falling for me, not the other way around, don't forget. Oh, here. This way, this way, this way. Alright, cool. And it's not working. Yeah, it stopped working. No, wait, no, wrong guy. Wrong guy again. Shit! Get out of my way! Yep, this has been fixed. Damn. Well, that confirms that. It's been fixed, patched out, broken, something. But Ash's Fatal Teleport, which used to kill them, it's gone. Don't know when, why, or how that's happened, but it's gone. It wasn't just a sortie. It wasn't anyone else in the mission. It's just gone. That's bloody annoying. Nothing else I can really say on that. It's just bloody annoying. Alright, well, this build is a pile of trash, so let's just delete it then. It doesn't work. Make sure I don't accidentally try to use that again. Rip. Alright, Gara. It's time to level her up. Let's have a look at this beaut. First of all, default colours. Very bright blue on that glass there. I am not a fan of it being quite so bright. Let's do some little tinkering, shall we, real quickly. That is probably going to be an accent colour. No, it's not. Then missive, is it? Energy? Oh, it's the energy colour. Okay. Cool. Well, it's definitely not staying that colour then if it's the energy colour. Let's go for something a bit subtle. Yeah, dark grey. I don't want dead black. Dark grey. For the energy. Does tone it right the way down on that, but honestly, that's not the worst it could be. That's pretty nice. Rest of the colours. Now, I am actually overall a fan of the colour scheme that she comes with natively, so I don't think I do want to tinker too much. Maybe up the saturation and contrast a little bit in some places, like a slightly blacker black on that channel, as in the blackest black it can be on that channel. That's our red by default. We've got this kind of muted burgundy look at the moment. I could go for something a bit richer. Yeah, I want something a bit richer. It looks a little bit more, you know, pristine. And on this channel, this is another black channel. I can again just make it that bit darker, get a richer black in there, so I'll take that. This is going to be, yep, that golden trim. Honestly, the golden trim looks pretty alright. I could, like, make it more of a white gold. Oh gosh, just a little bit less fiery, a little bit gentler on the eyes. A subtle difference, but you know what? I will take that one. And then the emissives with these little teal kind of insets, I'm happy to leave that where it is. But I was saying, maybe it's just me. I always feel like default gold is kind of off on almost all primes. I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I do change the gold on pretty much all of my primes as well, yeah. Like, I've made some very tiny changes here, aside from, you know, the glass. The glass is a big change. The glass, I'm bringing that right the way down, taking the brightness out of this. And that's also going to take it out of the energy colour, which is more an important bit to me there. And then the rest of it is just kind of ramping up the saturation, really. And softening that gold ever so slightly. Not a big difference, but a difference. Now, question is, do we want any kind of Syndana? I mean, I've got all kinds of possible Syndanas we can pick from, you know? I don't actually have all that many, and I'll be honest, I don't know if any really would work. I mean, I feel like I'd want something a bit more delicate for Gara. And something like that. I mean, that kind of fits the definition of delicate, doesn't it? It's just smoke trails coming down the back. I mean, those of you who have Gara Prime or have messed around a little bit, at least in that arena, is there anything you've found that seems to fit? You know what? Every Glass Samurai needs a jetpack. I mean, that's kind of close to what this is, isn't it? Yeah. We've got the Sakura, but that honestly just looks like trash. That really does look like trash. Zangti, it's like, I've just got a water fountain coming out the back. What is that? That's just making it a little bit too bold of a statement. And I mean that one looks nicer. It's got that segmented look to it, which does fit in with a lot of the glassy style, doesn't it? I think overall... Oh, look at that. Gara's signature Sayandana. Well, there we go. That's the one we're supposed to be using. Gotta say, no. Nah, I'm not seeing anything here that makes me feel like it's a good addition compared to just leaving her as she is. But yeah, I'm not going to go for a Sayandana on this one. Doesn't feel like she needs it. Now let's have a look at the inside. She's starting with 2 V polarities and a dash with a D on the aura. Alright, interesting mix. The aura, it's you know, it's an aura polarity. It's neither great nor bad. It's just kind of is what it is. As you see, we've got things like rejuvenation can go onto there. We've got things like shepherd, combat discipline. Not really stuff I'd want to go for overall, but if that's a situation of what we got, I can go for... yeah, I'll go for the rejuvenation. Just give us some basic built-in heals, I suppose. Now, leveling her up, we're not going to be able to properly get the most out of her. First of all, it's going to need a potato. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Thank you. So first of all, yeah, we've got 68 capacity rather than the full 74 at the moment because it needs leveling, and these abilities are not going to be their strength yet. Well, let's start having a think then. I could... yeah, I think whilst leveling her up, what I want to do is focus on a bit of a Shattered Lash, because I can use a stat stick to make that actually quite powerful. That means that I'm going to be getting plenty of kills with Gara directly for more on her. So to do that, what we want is... first of all, to remind myself, does the range mod affect this? Yes, it does. Good. So we do want range mods. That's the thing. We don't need duration. Efficiency, so-so. Strength, we do want. And it's range. So strength and range for main focus here. Let's... I mean, we can start by just grabbing those, see how it feels. The blind range, probably not, actually. That efficiency hit, I don't want doing. Instead, we'll get Intensify on here. So we're still getting a fair amount of a strength buff. Fetov saying, I use the Nasara Sayandana, but that's Tenogen. Ah, fair do. I definitely don't have any Tenogen Sayandanas. So let's grab Fleeting Expertise to absolutely nuke the cost of this. I'm going to grab a Streamline as well, why not? That is now just 6.25 energy. That is a very cheap cast. Very cheap. Actually, as cheap as it goes. So, yeah. I'm also going to want to have more range. Now, I could go overextended, but that's going to smash down the strength quite a bit. There's not a huge number of ways I can really gain that back at the moment, not whilst keeping this efficiency. Instead, I'm going to look at Cunning Reach for now. At 8.75 meters is pretty good. I could get it up to 13.25. That is quite an increase. But at the same time, it's at quite the cost. Damage comes down to 625 from what it was 925. That's huge. I think I'm going to leave off overextended for now, just whilst we're getting into the feel of things here. She will need to have a little bit of extra energy capacity, because otherwise I'm going to run out when she's still in her starting form. And we could do with just some overall tank, I think. So just a good old Prime Vigor. Get us a shield and health whilst we're leveling up. This is a leveling build. It's not a we will stick with this build. It's just whilst we're here at the moment. And let's see here. So I'm going to go attack speed for one. That comes off of, yeah, on hit, chance to attack speed. Reason being on that is I am going to be using a stat stick as well with this, and I want that stat stick to have all of the combo. Let's grab our Naramon to allow us to do the combo more effectively as well. And Trying to remember my Gara stat stick. I think I put it on Broken War. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So one Gara stat stick ready to go. I think we're good. I think we're good. Don't worry about companion. Doesn't really matter in the end. Let's get this leveled up. Now, if you do want to join in on leveling up, I'm going to be jumping into some Sanctuary Onslaught. So if you're looking to just get some leveling up yourself done, if you're looking to focus on some, focus farming, or if you want to get yourself towards getting Cora, then by all means you can join in. Just let me know what your username is. I'll bring you into the squad. Having a bit of a break with the tea, and yeah, we can get going. Just give you guys moments if anyone wants to join in. Alright, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Leave me hanging, that's fine. It cancelled the fight. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes it cancels and sometimes it doesn't when I just dip out. I prefer being able to just go out of the screen and run around the ship, but then it just cancels. And now it's just not going to even do it. Game, come on. Don't be like this. Game Plus. Thank you. We've got an Excalibur, a Nezha... Oh, no, we haven't. Is Standard Onslaught faster than Hydron? I don't know that it is, to be quite honest with you. Really don't know that it is. However, I've done a lot of Hydron and Helene over the years. Over the last couple of years, I suppose, because that's it. So, I'm going to focus on this instead. Also, here, I can happily enjoy using these abilities up on these guys. Yeah, as I said, I do need to get this stat stick up to get the full power out of this. Let's get that rocking. It's going to be a lot harder if we have got a decent clearing frame, but I don't think we have. Let's check. We've got Frost Wisp Excalibur. Yeah, no. There's no clearing frame in that. So, slower XP gain. But I am going to be able to do a little bit more myself. If I can find them. Are they? They're all over the minimap. Because we've got such a close space here, it's hard to see. As I was saying, Thermal Sunder Subsume build in ESO can max out a frame of 46 waves. True, true. It won't be ESO though, it'll be just normal Sanctuary Onslaught if you're leveling your own frame. I don't want to be using Thermal Sunder to level, I want to be using Gara to level. Thermal Sunder is a very Gorse thing, not a very Gara thing. So you're very right there, it is a good way to level things up, but not what I'm looking to do. And Ginger Mullet Man, hello, how you doing today? Please get a little bit more combo. I'm going to have to get myself a more refined stat stick for Gara, yeah, it's something with a nice combo game driven. Aren't I going to lose? Actually, wait, I've just realised. I'm going to lose all of this combo as soon as we go to the next zone. Ow. Hydron it is. Hydron it is. Because I don't want to be losing combo randomly. The reset between waves is honestly a bit of a dick move in Sanctuary Onslaught. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well, thank you, Ginger Mullet Man. Doing pretty well all round. I mean, obviously we've got Gara Prime. Hooray! As you can see, she's got some nice cutting abilities. Hello. That one does not want to die, does it? There we go. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be using that ability. I tanked my duration, that's why. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot with Gara is that this doesn't seem to contribute. Nope. Doesn't contribute to the combo counter. Does not contribute at all. I'm gonna go through just to confirm. Yeah, I do definitely lose my combo. Alright. I'll finish up this wave and then I'm gonna switch over to a different mission. Because losing combo, I'm spending more of my time trying to gain the combo. I think if I do some slams, I can get it pretty quickly in this group here. That's assuming I even need the combo. If I do that, yeah, I don't really need the combo, do I? I don't need the combo on this level. My stat stick is carrying strong enough. I'm doing 10,000 damage to them. I don't need the combo. Level wise, this would be put me at level 6 at the moment, which is very little. That is very little. I think I might want to give this ability a bit more range after all. I've gone very high on the strength here, or rather at least higher on the strength holding back from the range to do it. But it seems like I'm actually just going to be fine dropping that strength a bit. That's what we're here to do today is, you know, learn, and learn, and get this as good as we can. That Xmas just got slashed apart. Oh, they're all dead. But yeah, this is not getting me a lot of XP at the moment. Not a lot at all. In fact, I've done 56% of the damage. What? How? I've just been basically hitting a few things with my sword and then otherwise arcing strikes like that. How have I done 56%? Yeah, that puncher attack is actually pretty bad. I'm going to stick to the slash one. Doesn't have a lot of verticality though. Kind of like Lavos in that sense. In case you're curious, I have used Gara before, it's just I've never really focused on her that much. Not to really get a good optimized feel for her. Yeah, I'm going to dip out on this. We're going to switch over to doing good old Hydron after all. This is less than amazing. I've got Claws there, he's done 255 kills, but the other two combined are a fraction of what I've achieved. That's not great. The Claws brought an Excalibur with an Ignis, you know. Oh, he's got good other weapons. He's got a good Ignis, he's got a Spore Lacer, got a Cronin Prime, those are good things to have. Fortune Cat, that's going to be Smeeter. Yeah, he's clearly leveling his Excalibur.
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
Let's get a different group and let's head on over to a bit of a defense mission instead. I tell you what, it has been absolutely sweltering here in the UK compared to what it's been over the last like few weeks. So warm, so dry. It's absolutely gorgeous out there. Don't get me wrong, it is beautifully bright and warm. Dear God. A little bit too warm in the office at times. I am actually sweating a little bit right now. Let's see. As I said, I wanted to have a look here on dropping down that strength and gaining some of that range. That would be with overextended. I could swap out Prime Vigor for that. Yeah, I'll lose the health as well. I mean, you know, I just not get hit, it'll be fine. So we lose, as I say, a bit of the range there, gain some of the strength. No, other way around. Lose the strength, gain the range. I think that's a good way to go with this. I think that is a good way to go. Can I improve on this stat stick? I've got that slash built in. Normally a plus slash mod is a bad idea, but that's actually good for Gara. Yeah, I've gone full on the slash here, haven't I? Yeah. Slash and then elemental damage. We got combo chance 20%. We go true punishment, that'll be 100%, but it'd halve my combo duration. I could have corrupt charge for initial combo, but that also removes duration. Buzzkill for more slash. Do I even have Buzzkill? I do not have Buzzkill. Well, that'll be why that's not in the build. That'll be why it's not in the build then, Lazami. It's fine, I've got a couple slash mods in here. 2 lots of 90%. And then I've got these which are adding on the elemental side of things as well. You got yourself an Xmas adapter from the Sortie Fat Nerd. Oh, fair do, fair do. We got another Renata sculpture to go onto the pile. Yeah, I think Hydron's going to be the way for now. Let's do a bit of Hydron. I know that Hydron's been the mean place to level up for ages. I actually did a lot of leveling over on Helene, which is the Saturn version. It's a bit lower level, but you can clear it faster because it's lower level. At least when you're a low level player, you can clear it faster compared to Hydron. And as a result, it meant I was also picking up a lot of Orokin cells, so I've never really had to worry about Orokin cells, thanks to Helene being my leveling zone. That's one of the downsides of going for the most optimized forms of leveling, things like going on, you're just Hydron, or just your, might do this, or just your Sanctuary Onslaught, is that you then miss out on all the other rewards you get from those lower, slower leveling means. So it's a trade-off. Always a trade-off. Oh, I can't kill them if they're dead. Bruh. Seems to be quite a bit up here, so let's go join the fray. Never mind, they all died pretty much as I got there. Could have been better. Yeah, the damage does still seem to be pretty much just fine at the moment. What other night waves have we got to worry about whilst I'm here? I need to get kills with melee, easy. Don't do that here. We'll be polarizing shortly anyway. Don't really care for that, don't really care for that. Leak Sanctuary on store. We can do that later on as well, I guess. Oh, someone just got invaded, I think. Oh, and they brought out the big gun. Oh. I'll do that, I should get a few of them. And they're just doing leisure things, that's fine. Yeah, big downside of Gara's first ability is always going to be the actual application of it. Because it is a sweeping slash pretty horizontal like that. Always going to limit her. But then if you want to hit more of an area, you get her fourth ability, which absolutely devastates when combined with her first. We'll be seeing that as soon as I got the rank for it. But we're getting some stuff done. Not going to get those kills. There's a few people down there. Let's see if I can slip down. Come on. No other frames can get down here. Come on. Alright. Is it this side? Ah, there's the drop down. Oops, I did it too far. Oh, got him. Oh, this whole thing's going down anyway now. Whatever. I'm going to give Gara a try on various different missions. We're going to try and really optimize what she can do here today, which is the plan. I also need to get myself some more forma movements because I've completely run out in preparation. That's a bit annoying. He's just above where I can hit. Look at that. If I go here, I can do it now. There we go, got him. That shows you that verticality issue. He was lifted just above my ability. As all of those are in range. Now I have got Mass Vitrify, so might be a bad idea to use it right now, yeah. The wave's about to end, so I'll use it on the next one. Screw it, I'll just shoot that guy. So let's wait for the wave to start happening. give a bullet jump upwards, and then pop this from here. Well, that does not get a lot of range with this duration. But it still gets the kills. You can see on the minimap how they all just kind of explode. All those red triangles just vanish. Pop! Just like that. Much more effective than just using a first ability. The only downside is it doesn't kill the ones which are inside of the ring. They instead get frozen. Which is not the end of the world. Not the end of the world at all.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle
JXN. They are a Nova Prime. Oh, are they all leaving? Alright, we'll find a new lobby. We'll find a new one. So I got 124 kills in 5 minutes 35 seconds. Let's see, now that we've got the fourth ability, how much faster I can make that. "124 kills, 5.5 minutes. That said, if I get a squad full of people who are here to do damage, then I probably won't get a lot, will I? Just notice as well, it seems that the green screen is broken slightly. Ah, oh, so that was working earlier. I think it's because the sun swung around. I set this up with a whole green screen back in wintertime when the sun would always be down by the time I started streaming, and now the green screen's not working too great because the sun's still up and it's streaming through those curtains, which are not perfect blackouts. Even though I've got them drawn to try and balance the light in here, it's... yeah, well, you can see in the background there. So I'm actually just going to... I'm going to suffer it for this mission. Once the mission's over, I'm going to see if I can quickly fix that. Because that's annoying me to look at. Alright, so I only got 5 kills there, because most of them went to Malombra and Lasura. Let's see, Malombra, Sarin, Lasura, Mesa. I haven't got a chance of getting kills this time, have I? A Mesa and Sarin, that was basically the worst ones I could counter here if I wanted to get the kills myself. Great for leveling. But yeah, Sarin does very, very nasty things to enemies at this level. Very nasty things, and then Mesa's just Mesa. Not really a lot you have to say about her otherwise, aside from that. Getting the most kills in the squad with Mace and Saren, better off trying to get struck by lightning. Yeah, not wrong. But I am also playing what's considered a nuke frame. I can give it a try. You see, I am getting some stuff there. I just have to get in before they do. How are we doing? I'm on 43 to 66 and 60. I'm not that far behind. Now, I can pull that forwards. I can definitely pull that forwards. Is that going up at the moment? Alright, there we are. Let's pre-pop this. And then do that. There we are, already getting kills. Faster than they can. Much better, much better. There we are. I'm definitely going to catch up if I do that. There's some more enemies around somewhere, right? Yeah. Oh, they're all being killed. Got him! How is that Saren letting others get kills, though? Good question. The answer is, I don't know. Maybe she wants us to get the kills. Could be that. How are we doing? I'm on 82. I've beaten Asura, who is the Mesa. However, I am definitely not going to catch up to that Saren. That Saren has kind of figured out what they're supposed to be doing. And yeah, they're running away with it now. They got 20 kills just between my two checks there. Oh no, I should be sticking with them. I should be sticking, yeah. What am I doing?
Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
Yeah, I am now on a little over a half of the kills of the Saren. They have figured out what they're supposed to be doing. Thank goodness. Let's see, where do I want to be? I want to be here. As that so, and then pop. Lovely jubbly. Oh, that was a big hit. You know that was a big hit. 116 now. Of course, with this energy colour, I've gone for a muted one as well, so this wall isn't too horrible to look at. If I'd have gone for the default colour or an even brighter one, that would be quite the eyesore. Let's see, we're gaining plenty of levels from doing this. Oh, I'm gonna get anything from those. Like your Gorse colour. Yes, very much like your Gorse colour, yes. That's the kind of colour which breaks the eyeballs. And the other thing as well, because I'm levelling up my frame, for every kill I get is worth 4 kills the Saren gets to me. It's only 25% of the XP from Saren's kills is going to the frame. Oh, that was a nice juicy hit. Those are the ones where you just watch the minimap vanish. Gonna grab some loot. Just focus on a bit of loot for a moment. How are we doing? I'm on 183 to Saren's 241. Okay. I've kept up my proportion a little bit. Oh, getting some kills and I'm not stopping them. Shit. That Mesa is not really catching up though, which is good. Does it make a difference if I swipe or poke the wall? Yes. So, when I swipe, I'm doing slash. When I poke, I'm doing puncture. Plus the elemental stuff on the stat stick. Now, with the stat stick, I've focused the stat stick on slash, because overall it is just better for use. So because I've modded my stat stick for slash, I should pretty much always be using the slash. If I modded the stat stick for puncture, then I'd want to always use the puncture one. So yeah, to gain that 180% of physical damage that I've modded on, I'm sticking with the slash. If I do puncture one, see about 11,000 on the damage there. If I do this again and slash, 15,000. Oh, hello. And he's dead. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Oh, he's going to get frozen. Ah! Okay, apparently he's not going to get frozen. I thought I got him in the wall there, but apparently he's just going to keep on firing. He's sticking around, Asura doesn't want to, Malumbra doesn't want to. Alright, I'll go then. It's very hard to get a public mission of this to go beyond like 10 waves with everyone. Very, very hard. Oh, Unix Prime's just finished building. Yeah, if you want to join in, you're absolutely welcome to do so. What's your username? I'll bring you into the squad. Give me your name, my man. Give me your name. I haven't added you already, have I? Nope. You're saying I can join in like 5-10 minutes. Your name's Killer Kartoffel. I mean, I don't have to judge you, but now that you've said don't judge you, I kind of feel like I should judge you. You see how that kind of works out? You know, you bring attention to it, and now I want to judge it. Or I could just tell you, you can just change your name for like a couple hundred platinum. It's what I did. It is Killer Kartoffel. Hey, there we go. It went through. That note saying I can join once D implements crossplay. Oh, should we join you in 2050 then? Awesome. I'll see you in Warframe 3. Oh yeah, so you got your Nix Prime bringing Amprex and Schnom. Alright, alright. You're not paying for that? I mean, fair enough, fair enough. I did, but then I had a bit of spare platinum, you know? Had a little bit of spare. Wasn't really spare, it was all I had at the time. But it was worth it. I should put Rest and Rage on Gara and do Adaro. It's faster leveling. Yeah, but it's not Gara. Same with Thermal Sunder. Same with literally every single infuse this and do the not Gara thing leveling. I get where you're coming from. It is faster. It is also not Gara. I intend to level Gara, not level up Equinox in the shape of Gara. That's the difference here, guys. I absolutely know how to level things quickly. If I was wanting to try hard, I'd go get my clan leader, we'd head on over to Sanctuary Onslaught, him using Sarin, and me just feeding him energy with Spectre Rage. But that's not what I'm here for. Plus, Rest and Rage doesn't let me just delete the entire minimap. This does. Oops, I double cast that, didn't need to. That was a waste of a cast. Not a big deal, but a waste of a cast. How are we doing on the kills? I have 43 out of the 50, what's that? 61 total here. Nice! Gara nuke be working. Oh, don't want to get stuck up here. Alright, the enemies are spawning. Let's spawn this. And death. Thank you, Sarin, for doing nothing. Never mind, they are doing something now. I said it. Oh, someone's being invaded. They have just arrived. They are downstairs, which means this will hit them. It didn't kill them, though. They are tanking. What spawned? Ah, right. Corrupted gunners. That'll be why. They're going to be a bit tankier. It's all good. How we're looking now? 68 kills, so 23-35. They picked up a bit of damage there. Let's fix that. Snom Japanza. Fair enough. Why the name Snom? I can't back figure that one out. Where's Snom come from? Okay, I'll just shoot that guy. Not as much XP, but yeah. Snom, the superior Pokemon. I have no idea why there is a Pokemon called Snom and what Snom even looks like, let alone what it does. Pokemon stopped at the first generation for me. I never actually got into or cared for any of the others, for the very simple reason I couldn't afford to. They were beyond what I could get. They aren't anymore, but I'm out of it. Fat Nerd Me said he named mine Pancake. Well, fair enough. I mean, I think I can understand the origin of the name Pancake. I think I know what a pancake is. I'm with you on that one. But yeah, Snom. Snom the Pokemon. Snom. It is stupid, I agree. Very stupid name. Oh, that was a big explosion. Just gonna wait a bit, let them get closer. Bam! I'm just playing this game by the minimap. I'm not even looking at Gara at the moment. I'm purely minimap playing. How to spot an Xmas Online player. They play the game by not looking at the game. There's no real reason, it's just Snom. Embrace Snom. No, this is a Clem Faith stream, okay? Embrace Clem. Praise be unto Clem, the lucky god.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy,
There are no other gods here, just Clem.
you will be rewarded for your bravery.
If you don't believe me, have a look at the emotes. It's a thing. Clem the Holy. Now, it's come up multiple times. How many times have we gone into a relic mission on this stream here, praised Clem, and then we get the golds? Every time. That's what. Every single time. I was saying Snom will be Clem's Pokemon of choice. Maybe. I know exactly what Clem would call it, though. It'll be Clem. I'm trying to imagine now, actually, how Clem would command their Pokemon to do things. Would he try and make gestures, or would he just say Clem and hope they figure it out? These are the questions that keep you up at night, you know? How does Clem tell his Pokemon what to do? Is Pokemon canon to the Warframe universe? Not as Pokemon themselves, but as Pokemon the game. Did Pokemon the game exist in the Origin system? We may never know. If I can get a question from Rebecca at any point, I might just ask. Did the Orokin Empire collapse because they never got to enjoy Pokemon? Snom and Clem would understand each other without having to talk. I mean, fair enough. Either Snom is a psychic Pokemon or Clem is then. Oh, I love that explosion. Look at the kills. Oh, man. This is not a fully built, fully leveled Gara, and she just smashes. It's beautiful. And to think you can get the standard Gara in, what, half an hour on the plains? Easy. All that damage just waiting to be unleashed. Granted, I'm using a lot of range mods, some of which newer players won't have access to. Easy. Begs the question though, what is that Sarin doing to let me do this? Like, they're a fully leveled Sarin. And a partially leveled Sarin. Yeah, alright. Smash. Ah, it must have been inside the radius. I'll just shoot him. It's easier that way. On to wave 9. How are we doing on the leveling? Still only 25. Probably going to have to take this to at least wave 15 then. Let's bring this down a little bit, get these enemies, and swipe. And it killed that Nox. Oh, it didn't. I'll just shoot him. Despite all of the power of this build, it is acceptable to just every now and then just straight up shoot the enemy.
Do you choose
It's absolutely fine.
or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Glass wall. Strike. Glass wall. Wait for it. Strike! And screw you. Now, of course, there are other ways to play Gara, but this is definitely the one which levels her up. This is the one that makes all the XP happen, because this game is pretty much just kill XP. Not objective XP, just kill XP, which is... I've mentioned it a few times, not my favourite way of designing it. And part of that thinking goes to the same thinking I use when it comes to Dungeons and Dragons whenever I've run groups of that, is that you don't want to give XP just for killing. In this game it's like 99% just killing. That's a design choice they've gone for. It just means that optimized farms like this one for killing in as small an arena as possible with as many enemies as possible just becomes the meta. And personally, I'd like to see more options for, you know, your control frames, your sneakier frames to do their bit. To get XP for succeeding at what they're supposed to succeed at, rather than sitting in a mission with a Saren or a Gara and hoping for the best. Anyone else feel the same way on that? Or am I the only one barking up this tree? I need to get that central position. Drop the glass. Bam. How would I implement that? So, I'm glad you asked on that, Evo. The way you do it is you instead have it work off missions. It's about completing the missions. You have a base XP for the mission, which is substantially higher than current, and then you either... well, the way you set it up is you then also figure out a base time for the mission, the developer would. If the mission is completed faster than this time, you reduce the amount of XP given, but not at a linear rate. So completing a mission faster does give you more XP per hour, but it doesn't allow it to run away to stupidly high levels if players figure out some ridiculously cheesy way, such as a 30-second capture mission or something. So with that then, it becomes about doing the mission, not necessarily killing. And in the case of defense mission, the mission is killing. The job is to kill all of the enemies without losing your defense target. The faster you do that, the better. That's fine. But for things like, say, your capture mission, you don't need to be caring about all of those enemies. The spy missions, you certainly don't care about the enemies. For mobile defense, the enemies are secondary. The main objective there is to just survive that time with the objective. By doing it on a mission basis, you can then take your frame into the mission more suited to your frame and master it that way. So basically, put more of the XP into finishing a mission. If you have a look at the XP gains for finishing missions, spy missions are about the best, and they are honestly pretty terrible. For every other mission type out there, the XP they give is as good as nothing, really. If I recall correctly, you could do a capture mission, just the capture mission, if you don't kill any enemies along the way, and it won't be enough to get your Warframe from level 0 to level 1. However, it doesn't mean implementing a method for each type of mission. You figure out the XP for the mission and the expected time for the mission. That's the factor. And that's not too difficult to do because the developers have figured out the XP to give for every single enemy in the game. It's not exactly like I'm saying they should increase their workload by 20-fold. I can't remember if I fully leveled, so I'm just going to stick around and do it to 20. Fuck it, why not? Let's see. Oh no, 29. Good thing I did this. Cool. This is a similar problem that comes up in Dungeons & Dragons, which I mentioned that before, in that the base game for Dungeons & Dragons constantly refers to the XP of killing enemies, but it doesn't give any real concrete values for social interactions, for overcoming obstacles and traps. And so newer DMs will just kind of fall into a loop of only giving XP out for killing. Not only that, in the extreme cases, if they give out XP for all kinds of killing and don't really consider the situation, players get into a mindset of farming it rather than looking for the quests. It is a problem in design. It comes down to the DM for implementing it that way, but that is a way that DMs make that kind of, I suppose, failure, really. Certainly for a thing like D&D, where typically it's about the quests. Evo saying, so slower players that enjoy doing missions at their pace should be rewarded less in terms of XP. So Evo, have you had a look around you at how it currently works? How if you are a slower player doing it at your pace, you already get less XP? I don't actually understand what your point is there. That's already a thing. Better saying we got rid of XP in D&D whilst doing milestone level ups. Fair do. I'm not personally a fan of milestone, and the groups I've run have universally not been a fan of it either. And the reason being for that, when I've checked and said these are the benefits, the response I pretty much always got is, yeah, but we like to see the number go up. We like to know which bits are giving us the progress. We want to be leveling up, not be told when we level up. So it works different ways for different people. But the main bit it comes down to, the same similarity between milestone and the XP I'm pointing out, is giving the XP for more than just killing someone. That's the main thing that both XP and milestone leveling works towards, is giving the XP for actually achieving something, not just murder. When you consider it from that perspective, it becomes kind of curious to me that they just went all out on the XP, and certainly to this degree. Because it's not a 50-50 split. You don't get half from the mission and a half from the killing. It is pretty much all the killing. That's just an interesting design choice, and not one I would have gone with. Now, I do imagine at the same time, there could well be plenty of people who would argue against such a change, but here's the thing. With a defense mission like this, Sanctuary Onslaught, yeah, it has variable enemies. With a defense mission, the enemy count is fixed. They come in waves. So if you do this mission faster, they could just basically take the XP straight out of the enemies here, put it into the mission. There'll be no change in the XP you gain from Hydron and Helene. Snom is down! Snom has been revived. There'll be no change in the XP you'd gain there, but it would mean that all the other missions could also be viable options. You say, I don't like how they implemented share XP. Could you expand on that, Evo? I cannot even begin to guess exactly what you mean from that. What don't you like about it? Oh, they're dead. They're dead as well. Cool. As I was looking for mastery as well. It won't give us a lot. I'm far away. Very far away. Swipe please. There we go. So what I mean is that the best way to get XP on some things is let others kill for you. That's exactly what I'm saying, yeah. The frames which aren't killers, or frames which aren't efficient killers, do better waiting for someone else to do it. Even the ways which are given as ways that any frame can level up using the Helminth system are about killing. Like, oh yeah, just go get Thermal Sunder, go get Rest and Rage. There you go. The vast majority, like 99.9% of the XP you'll get during a typical capture mission is from the kills you get along the way. Unless you absolutely speedrun it, in which case you'll get more from the kills, but not that much more because you gain basically nothing overall. Here, this is a perfect example. We've got 18 minutes, 21 seconds, so I spent Less than 20 minutes in this mission, 301,000 base XP. Okay? 301,000. How much, without looking it up, pop yourself in chat here, pop a guess, how much XP do you think you'll get for the highest level capture mission possible? Bear in mind, a capture mission is definitely quite a bit shorter than this, but 301,000 we got just on Gara, bearing in mind, just on Gara from that mission. So how much do you think you get just from the reward for the capture mission itself? Yeah, not if you kill anything else, Evo, just the capture mission. How much do you think it is? Yes, without booster. Stop adding in random variables. I'm talking about the capture mission. Not capture mission if you add in everything under the sun randomly. Because those boosters apply to all missions and all sources of affinity. That doesn't count. Okay, 2k, 5k. You know what's the crazy bit, Evo? You are more wrong than Fetov. Capture affinity reward, the highest it goes is 3,000. 3,000 affinity is the absolute maximum you get for capturing a target. That's it. And it's just once during the entire mission. 3,000. I gained 100 times that on my Warframe, and bear in mind that that is a combination of all of these kills here. So all of the damage, all of the kills here, and here, only a quarter of that went to my Warframe just now. Let's see, if we roughly estimate this, that's about 6, 7, 8, 900 kills? Let's just say, between them, they definitely got more of the XP than I did in the mission total, between them, but let's say they got the other half. I got half, they got half. That means this here represents 50% from my kills, plus a quarter of 50% from their kills. That's 62.5%, so 301 divided by 62.5%. I'm estimating there was around about 481,000 XP in that mission, probably close to 500k. $500,000 affinity in a 20-minute mission versus 3,000 in a 2-minute mission. Just doesn't add up at all, does it? Also, if I didn't get the XP from the actual defense objective itself, we wouldn't even notice. We wouldn't even know. So that's how it sits. Oh, you can level your MR? Oh, go for it, Fetov, go for it. Yeah, we'll see you in a moment though, Fat Nerd. Absolutely. So then, Gara. It is time to think about formaing. Now, the very first former I'm looking at here is going to go straight onto this. That depolarity, I've got it for overextended, but you see depolarity can be a lot of things with Gara. You know, things like your narrow-minded for loads of the duration, you got your defensive mods, you got adaptation. A depolarity is definitely going to go a long way on Gara, so that is going to be the first thing I'm going to former on her. If we even need it, actually, before I do that, let me think about this. Does she need it? Because otherwise I might just do the aura. With these two here, I've actually still got 11 capacity. I could go for the Xmas adapter. That would use up a lot of that space I'm not using right now. Granted, I'm not using a prime flow, but you might not actually need it. What can we put up into the Xmas? I mean, we've got things like prime short footer we could pick up. That would be good, yeah. Quite honest with you, I don't really think I do need to former her. No. Because I could do that. Yeah, I'm still not using the Xmas, but maybe she don't need it. Maybe she don't need it. This was really doing some work there. Like, cannot fault that. And that explosion range out at 39.75 meters that's as good as it's reasonably gonna get. I could put in the what's it called, cunning drift there for an extra 15%, bring it up to 280, but I don't really feel like that's making a lot of difference, do you? Same with power drift. I could get that 15%. And say if I do form on this and then put on the adapter, yeah, I should be able to fit a mod there, so it's probably worthwhile. I'll do that, but that's the only forming this is going to need then, is just to do that, and then maybe the aura slot if I want different auras here. Oh, let's do it. That's all she needs. Let's grab you. Am I sure I want to install format? Yes. First, a D polarity right here, please and thank you. Bam.
The path to greatness is walked one step at a time.
Alright, well, now I need to level up Gara again. That was very short-lived. So, well, let's jump into some more Hydron. Yeah, I'll just jump straight in. We can always jump out and join you again in a moment, Fetov. Let me know when you're free and what just happened here. Okay, that was weird. I will just try that again. Cool, we've got... Ooh, can't even see it in time. Let's crack it. What have we got? We've got a fully leveled Wukong. We've got a Gara Prime and an Octavia Prime. Okay, they're using Dreads. They're not going to do a lot. They are using the Fart Gun. Cool. Alright. No idea what that is. Need help? I mean, I could take help, Evo, if you want to join in. You are more than welcome to hop on in. We've got a good feel for what Gara is capable of, so if you want to flex your muscles and show us what you're made of, you're more than welcome. I won't have my fourth ability for a bit now, so I'm just going to... I wonder, is it more efficient if I sweep or if I shoot? It's definitely more efficient to sweep. Quadruple the XP is worth it. Just these guys waiting if I manage to get rank 10 in this mission, which could happen. Probably won't. Probably won't. But imagine if it did. Would start blasting. Oh, I can kill through that window. I did not know I could do that. Glass penetrates glass. Who knew? Oh, don't escape me. He has escaped me twice. They all die in the end. And the one's down here. That's the wave. Cool. Yeah, just as an open thing, overall, if at any point you do want to join in on any of the missions I'm doing on the stream, always just let me know straight away. As soon as I can open up a spot for it, I'll bring you on in. Don't matter what we're doing. Oh, they're taking some fire damage from somewhere. Where was that coming from? Not sure. That is probably the source of it. Is that... I don't actually recognise that effect. I'm gonna guess it's something to do with what weaponry we're seeing here, but... Is it Kuva Ogris? I don't recognise that weapon effect. Wipe. We got Octavia trying to do her bits and pieces. She's a trying. Might have succeeded as well. Hard to say. That underlevel Child Lash, I've got a lot less range. We have got to the level for Spectral Rage. We're getting there. Level 5 in mission. Yeah, I'm not going to get 10 in this mission. Or at least not 10 in the mission. It'll be 10 when I leave. Maybe. I really hope it's 10 when I leave. Night Watch Napalm mod on Ogress. Ah, okay. That'll be it then. Oh, hello, there's a whole cluster of stuff here. And now there isn't. Objectives up here, the enemies are going to be up here. There they are. Hello. Goodbye, you're all dead. Don't think I've gotten top kills in this match. Let's see, 82, 99, 113, 42. Yeah, no. And no. And that's good. Ish. Means they're doing something. If I had top kills just using my first ability, that'd be pretty bad for them, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm not going to do another round on that. Or you can grab you there, Evo, absolutely. I'm pretty sure I want to extract game, so if you could just let me extract, that'd be nice.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Oh, bollocks. Ta-da! Alrighty then, so Evo, let's grab you. You're done as well, Valve? Excellent, let's bring you both in. So, Evo, invite, and you'll be in the recent list. There you are. Perfect. Alright then, so let's see, what is Evo bringing? Evo is bringing Sarin. Excellent, I'm not going to get any kills anymore, am I? Well, let's do this. This is where I totally sneaked them into the steel path. And who did we get joined? We got another Sarin. Oh, they're going to be competing. Do I want to get kills? Evo, I want you to be flexing your Sarin muscles because we got another Sarin here encroaching on your territory. Do what you can do best. That's what you should do. Show them who's the real Gara Prime. Oh, hello. I'll take the shiny. Shiny, shiny. Let's get this mission started. Now, I actually am not at level 10, I'm at level 8, so I don't have access to my glass wall just yet. That's going to have to wait. Energy? Oh. Energy, there we go. Gifted from the Sarin. As far as passives go, Gara has actually one of the more useful ones, because it's a bit of crowd control on the enemies which are near to you, which is a bit of a defensive ability. You'll see sometimes they get kind of that sparkly effect on their eyes, they're holding their eyes and they're not attacking because they're blinded by me. Literally dazzled by the glass. So whilst very few passives are very powerful, Wukong aside, it certainly does something. It's a lot better than having a little bit extra health if you don't equip a melee weapon. Looking at you, Mesa. While Saren's getting up to speed here, I am getting fewer and fewer enemies to hit, which is good. Aside from picking up boosters, there's no overall way I can actually increase the XP gain here. It's unlike with weapons where you can just equip just the weapon you're leveling. With Frame, I'm locked to 25% from shared affinity. And not get more from it. Oh yeah, we're just going to kind of sit back and try for the best. In terms of mission time, we're at not even 3 minutes in, we're on to wave 4, so that is a good time. That is again down to Saren doing Saren things. Ooh, if I can get them through the window. Yep. I feel like I'm just chasing around the corpses now. There's a couple over here I can kill. Yeah, there we go. And now I have mass vitrify. Okay. Now I can step it up a little bit. Energy. They're all out of range. Bollocks. There we go. Now I'm contributing. As they used to say, now we're cooking with gas. Oh, we got a G3 invasion. Nice. I don't know if I need them or why I want them around, but I'm going to kill them anyway. I was saying it's down to my crowd control. You're welcome. Ah. You're the reason I couldn't hit any of them the very first time. He's fine. Is this G3 really going to extend the wave 5? Really? Ah, that's just cheeky. Alright, well, let's delete him. Deleted him.
That was the last of the Crew Strike 3. We took a risk, but it paid off.
We took a risk, guys. Lotus is telling us off for taking a risk.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Let's pop a explosion here, and boom goes a dynamite. I don't think my boom boom is as wide as Saren's, but it gets the job done. Yeah, I'm not using my stat stick at all here, as at this level we really don't need it. Hydron with Gara and 2 Sarens. True uselessness. Evo's got 50 meter. Yeah, that's definitely a wider range than I've got right now, I think. And honestly, Fetov, when you're leveling up a frame like that, being useless is a good thing. Because it means the others are actually doing something. It's weird. Again, another... not so much fault, but another... a quirk of the kill-based XP system we have. Theoretically, you could infuse something onto there to help out. Most notably, Roar would be a good one, because Roar would obviously buff up the damage of everyone, including their abilities. But that's about it, really. If you wanted, you could invest into Roar. How are we looking at here at the moment? I've got 133, Krikri has got 90, Evo's got 366, and Killer Kartoffel, also known as Fetov, has 6. 6 is more than 0. There we are. How are we doing on levels? Got it up to 15 so far. Which is somewhere. I'm just going to shoot that guy, can't be bothered. If Gara is a very mobile frame, I could theoretically do spy missions to level her as well. But she doesn't actually have any mobility options built into her. So she wouldn't be very effective at it, or even quite effective. You're just spamming abilities for the sake of it? I mean, fair do, fair do. So long as those abilities don't slow down the mission, and it doesn't seem they are, you're all good. You will get some fault from time to time. They're like, what do I do? I know, I'll just press these buttons, and it's something like putting down a frost snow globe where there really shouldn't be one, or a wisp like, hey, I can use a shock motor as well, that's a good thing, right? And it's really not on this kind of mission. The whole point of shock mode is to slow down the enemies. We don't need them to be slow here. I'm going to leave this barrier up. It's not the enemies around to nuke with it, so I'm just going to leave it up.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Continue to defend. You will be rewarded.
Alright, let's wait for them to get in range. And swipe. There was not as many in range as I thought. Okay. Not my best cast. Let's do them up over here. There's quite a few spawns in this area, so if I do it here, I should be able to catch a few. Once they arrive. Okay, that was not worthwhile. Never mind. Simply cannot keep up with the Sarins whatsoever. It's fine. You just watch that minimap just vanish when Sarin screams. Oh, the power of a good frame. If you ever want to feel not useless on Hydron or things like that, without having to do too much yourself, bring in Equinox. Equinox's maim is an incredible multiplier of damage. Seriously powerful. And if you just modder for pure range and then a bit of efficiency, you can do wonders with her. It's actually really hard to outkill an Equinox because she can be just that effective as a multiplier. Really hard. Oh, got a few kills on that one. That's nice. Getting to the point where my abilities are starting to come back online. Started to be more and more reliable at what they're supposed to do. So quite a bit to go to finish leveling up Gara the second time. I'm trying to decide if I want to put an aura former onto her, because the depolarity for auras, they're really not that great. Really not. Have a little bit of health a second, or a little bit less damage whilst airborne. There's nothing that really says, oh, this is amazing. It's nice to have a bit of passive healing. Don't get me wrong there, but overall, yeah. At the same time, I'm not sure which other auras I'd really want on her. Because you got some of the dash polarity ones, like corrosive projection, which is very good. But then you've got others like steel charge and power donation on the V polarity, and those are also very good. It's a tough call. Alright, if they get close enough to the barrier, I'll pop it. If the Sarins murder them, I'll just leave it. Okay, Sarins murdered them, I'll just leave it for a bit. Let's see if anything ever gets close enough to my wall to make it worth using. Maybe? Hey, there are a few of them in range. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth it. Oh, one survived? Oh, it's an ox. Of course it's an ox. Of course it's an ox. Okay, rank 19. Let's go for another round and then we can wrap this one up. Not really a lot of reason to go past wave 20 other than just, you know, for the shits and giggles. Because then you've done all of your rotation. The enemies are getting high level, but their XP doesn't really scale with it. And you start getting more and more resistant enemies, which just make things a little bit slower overall as well. In my experience, going past wave 20 is generally not worth it, yeah. Not when you're leveling. That's one of the design choices, I'll be honest, I do agree with wholeheartedly in this game, is making it where the rotations literally rotate with no real extra bonus for doing super long runs. If you want to do a super long run, you can do a super long run, but you are not penalised for breaking the game into chunks of no more than 20 minutes. 30 minutes in some cases. There are a few exceptions. Disruption is one of those exceptions, despite being one of my favourite mission types. But that's not the end of the world either, because whilst you are in some way incentivized, if you want the C rotation, to stick it out as long as possible, you get so many of them after just a few rounds that losing a couple just to kind of charge back into the C rotation isn't that bad. And also with the steeper leveling, it kind of puts it off. You do 20 rounds of disruption, you're going to start feeling the pain pretty much at any level. The other exceptions then, you get that same kind of thing with arbitration, so that does incentivize you sticking around for as long as possible. And then the only other one I can think of would be endless relic missions. So like your relic fisher on a Kuva survival, because you get the bonuses attributed to it. Most of the game says, no, it's fine. Break it up into the chunks you've got the time for. Break it up into the chunks that don't melt your brain too much. It's fine. And I like that design. Very user-friendly. Very casual user-friendly, I should specify. A lot of MMOs don't do that. That is also part of why I think they made the changes they did to Steel Essence, moving the farming away from farming out the Xmas units, which spawn later and later into a mission. There's a lot of people who miss having the Steel Essence farms at the level they had it. I can understand wanting to have so much of it on such an easy farm process, but it didn't match in with the design of the rest of Warframe. Do we even know what these things are? What are these things? I've looked at them for ages. I've never properly looked at them though. What are they supposed to be? Just things, I suppose. Just implied effectiveness or something or other. Some sort of pumps. It does seem to be that way, doesn't it? Because they go up and down. That segment there goes up and down. But it's not really moving all that much for a pump. So even though we got these pipes around... Oh, I can't stand on that pipe. Can I stand on this one? Yes, I can. So even though they're moving around, we've got the pipe work here. I don't know. Also, now I've looked at it, I'm not going to unsee it. That cuts through the pipe there. That's not how pipes work. That is definitely not how pipes work. Come on, Grenade. Come on. Ah! Get me from behind. I'll take that the wrong way. There we go. We're up to wave 20. I'm not at level 30, so we have to do some more. In fact, I've gained significantly less XP on this mission than I did in the other one, which was not a lot shorter. Sorry, not a lot longer.
Reinforcements available.
That's interesting.
Choose to leave now or continue fighting. Even though the mission was aborted, you are also...
Oh, come on. This stupid voice line. Even though the mission was aborted. We didn't abort. We exited at a normal time. The fact that that is still in after all this time is still ridiculous to me. Yeah. So yeah, Evo. Not offense to like what you and the other Saren were doing, but yeah, to level up Gara and to level up any Warframe by extension then, it is actually more effective to be the one being the killer by far. Because with my underleveled setup, it wasn't maxed out. I got over 50% more XP. I mean, that's staggering. 50% more. And you see, I did still do kills, it's just a lot more of them are over here. You don't mind you get to level weapons? I mean, fair do, fair do. If I was leveling weapons at the same time, then yeah, absolutely. But like, go to get the XP, it's fine. And even though I have got some weapons in the foundry, yeah. Yeah. So let's give this another run. We've still got this rando here. I wonder what they're going to do. They've switched to a heck that's level 0, so maybe they're down for it. They get themselves a Brack. Alright. Cool. Fully same squad. I wonder if they're going to keep Sarening things. If they're going to take over the role, or if they're going to switch to letting me nuke. We'll see. If they do Sareny things, they will actually slow down the leveling of their weapons, because a Warframe kill doesn't give XP to a weapon, whereas a weapon kill does give XP to Warframe, at least for yourself, that is, and not for others. So if they do lots of Sareny things, they're slowing down their own game. We'll see what they choose to do. Oh, it's still beautiful every time. Say, oh no, I got Thermal Sunder. You don't have to use it. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. It's as simple as that, really. Oh, you don't got? Well, there you go then. It's fine. I really don't need to use that for one enemy, but I did it anyway. Ah, why am I stuck? They could also be some kind of weird engines. Maybe? I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of thought has really gone into what they are, rather than, hey, we've got some assets, let's make this thing. So if we scrutinize this area, we'd start asking a lot of questions, I think. A lot of really odd questions. Is it me or someone's got to have a mod drop booster? Is it me? I don't think it's me. No, I got no boosters. Someone's got a mod booster, because we are getting loads at the moment, and loads of endo pickups. Well, that's you, is it, Fetov? Well, fair do. We can definitely see the effects of it here. And just in case anyone doesn't know, a mod booster doesn't just double the number of mods you get, it also doubles the number of endo pickups you get. Which is by far the bigger use for it, really. Given that most of the good mods for things don't drop from enemies, they drop from, well, not enemies. Smash and explode. It's a very simple process, isn't it? But it does wonders. Maximize range, get a bit of strength, smash the wall apart. No duration needed. A little bit could help, theoretically, but you'd just be spending more time waiting for the wall to grow, but it doesn't actually increase the range of the explosion very much. A small wall is just fine. As evidenced right there. Let's see, kills wise, I'm on 192. Woo. And And XP wise, 55k in 4 minutes.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose
That's pretty
to
fast.
leave now or continue fighting? Keep
Don't
fighting.
even have to build for the nuke for it to work. Well, you don't have to, no. However, it works a lot better built for. Because the thing is, if you dump your strength, you're going to have low damage on your nuke. Because that's a direct multiplier. If you dump your range, your nuke is more of a small explosion than a nuke. You need to be able to hit a wide area for something to really be nukey. Especially with the setup time that it has built into it. If you can't hit a large area quickly, then it's not so great. And if it's not efficient, you better hope you got a good energy source. I've probably gone overly efficient, but at the same time, the other slot there that I'd take out would be the Streamline mod. It puts in, what, maybe a bit more strength, maybe a bit of defenses, anything along that line. Not a huge trade-off to make elsewhere, but if anything was to come out of this build, I'd say it would probably be the Streamline one. If you wanted to build defensively as well, though, to use the Splinter Storm, then you'd need the duration. And that's where you start having to make some tough choices about other areas, such as losing Transient Fortitude, losing Fleeting Expertise. Those being lost go against your nuke. There are definitely some trade-offs to be considered with Gara, absolutely. Just one alive just here. Hello. Got him. What I mean is that even if you don't specifically build for the nuke, it's still a normal star chart. That's exactly what I'm saying, though, is that the other things you can build Gara for don't really go too well with it. It can be explosion, but it's not going to reach kind of nuke tiers all that easily. Certainly if you don't have a stat stick. Remember, that is making a huge difference here, is that I'm using a proper stat stick. Gara's Shatter Lash, his first ability, has absolutely no crit stats, so anything crit that goes onto your stat stick, your melee weapon, is a waste. Same with status. Organ Shatter, Weeping Wounds, Blood Rush, if you have any of those on there, they're normally doing nothing. I've got a specific LA for this. Likewise, if you build for what's it called? If you build for Spectre Rage or for Splinter Storm especially, those are keying more off duration a lot of the time. So you're putting down the Spectre Rage for a decent amount of time to be actually able to farm out the energy orbs, if you use in the augment. And definitely for Splinter Storm, you're wanting to have that duration, so you're not having to constantly recast it. Right now it's basically useless to me. Look at that, I've got 4 seconds of it. Useless. Granted, I have double stacked the negatives on duration, but the point stands. Whilst you can still get mileage out of her, I'd say it would be disingenuous to advise someone that they could still have the nuke with any other build. How's the grind so far? We've leveled up once, we are formed and going for the second, and we're close to finishing that. Also, that XP difference, 120,000 so far in 7 minutes. And we got, what was it, 190,000 in 18 minutes in the previous one. And slash. Ta-da! It's a fun combo. And a little bit more involved than pressing just 4, I suppose. Oh, is there anything wrong with that, Saren? Ember, Equinox. Mesa to an extent, it's 4 and then click and hold. How are we looking? Oh, it's not max, we have to go further. Alright. Gotta do some more. Don't think people are complaining on that, because you all need your XP on your weapons. Prep the nuke, get the wall, and shatter it. Yes, I am just going to keep swinging around, picking up all those mods and endo. I'm a loot bunny. I want my loot. I mean, look at all this beautiful stuff. You think I could just leave this here? You think it's physically possible for me to just leave all of that loot there? No. Not in a looter-shooter. Well, loot is half of the genre. Hell no. I was hoping to get the finishing blow with my Shatter Flash there. Oh well. Can I kill him? There we go. That Nox damage resistance really coming into play there. Kills this gets absolutely mad. Swipe. Why am I being shot at? Evo. I know that was you. There we go. Keep it running. Oh, who's surviving over here? Oh, of course, an Arson Xmas Nox. Yeah, that's never taking damage from my attack like that. Oh, just a little bit on the tankier side. Need something a bit more direct. I remember the first time I actually saw a Gara doing this strategy. She was doing it on this map and had a bright pink wall. At first she put out her wall, I was like, what the hell are you doing that for? This is one of the easy defense missions in the game, why would you ever need to do... And then everything died. Pretty much mid-thought, just everything instantly died on the map. It's like, I didn't know it did that. The wall explodes, tell me more. This was around the time I was maining Equinox Prime, so, you know, at that point, the height of damage for me was stealing damage from others and using it for myself. Or copying damage from others, I suppose. So to see the defensive glass girl just kind of explode everything was, that was a revelation. That was certainly not what I had expected to see at the time, no. That's part of the beauty of having public lobbies in this game, so often filled with people. Even just one or two here or there, because you see these additional playstyles which invite you to ask, how the hell did you do that? You see this Wukong go into a spy vault, you're like, okay, let's see how Annie's done it. What? Why is it? Oh, it's already done? Okay. How did he do that? And then you learn about Wukong, and then you realise that Wukong is a god. You see Zephyr, you've tried Zephyr out for yourself maybe, and you're like, it feels a bit weird, the jumpiness. You see a Zephyr Prime, they put down some tornadoes, like, okay, well, yeah, I guess they're using it. And then just everything in the tornadoes dies to one shot. That didn't happen when I used Zephyr. What have you done differently? It turns out they're using something like electric block stacking to just annihilate a whole group. These little bits, for those with a curious mind, it's good. At least until you get the saltier levels, where you're like, oh great, look, another random in the squad, and they probably don't know how to do a spy vault. Might as well just do it solo. We've all been there as well, I'm sure. I suddenly went through a phase where I was doing 0 sorties in a group if there was a spy one. Because I think 3, maybe 4 sorties in a row where there were spy ones. I had people just somehow come in, mess up the vault, and get it failed on. I was like, guys, stop bringing a rhino in if you don't know how to do it. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. Axie G6? Axie G6? I'll check it there for some reason. Head on over to here, thank you. Axie G6. That's what I thought. For that mission there, we just got a Gara Prime relic. That's a nice pickup. Okay. So that is Gara fully leveled up now. So, oh, hello. Yep, thank you, Eva. Let's have a look at making some other combinations here. So this is the one that I'm going to use then for that whole nuke play, and it just works well with Shattered Lash on its own as well, but the nuke play is stronger. So let's make a build here for Spectre Rage and with the energy from it, Spectre Siphon. First of all, I actually need to mod up this, so let's do that real quick. That's fair enough, that's off. I've switched from it to at the point now where I can just kind of careen in and do it myself if needs be. Not the end of the world. It is still annoying if you do a public one. You trust the public and then someone goes and gives you reason to not want to again. Let's build this. We've got this here. Spectre Ray Augment. Enemies that die within the range have 50% chance to drop an energy orb. Now, first thing I want to check is, does that increase with strength? No. Excellent. Okay, that means strength is not really important to us. We've got the damage and area damage, but that's not really what you're looking for when it comes to Spectre Rage. Really not what you're looking for. Because whilst it looks like it has stats comparable to this, that has a stat stick this doesn't. So with Spectre Rage then, we're actually just wanting duration and range, I believe. Yes, we can see duration affects the duration, range affects the number of the mirrors. Cool, right then. Overextended absolutely takes this spot then, because why not? Give us a whole bunch of range there. Whole bunch of extra mirrors. Yeah, we lose the damage, but that's because we don't need it. We can bring in Prime Continuity for that duration right there. And if we go range, we can grab Stretch, and we can grab Overreach. So far, so good. And with that, that's going to have a nice solid distraction play. We could go for Streamline to bring in the efficiency. I don't know how necessary that really is if we're generating energy. In fact, it's not necessary, so let's not do that. We can still have the Prime flow in, just have, you know, bundles of energy capacity to use. I think then with this, it'll be a good idea to have ourselves some health. Let's go Vitality, grab the biggest one. And then we got this Errant V polarity here. Now this is always the reason I'm a bit dicey on having two V polarities on a defensive frame, because what the hell do you put in that other one that's useful? So you think, oh well, blind range, but we don't need the strength, so nope. We don't need the strength, so nope. We don't need the strength, so nope. We've already got primed continuity. Firewalker, really now? So that brings us to things like Cunning Drift, Rage, Speed Drift, that kind of thing. And I think Cunning Drift will be the one to go for in this case, yeah. We could go Mecha Pulse, but we're not using the Mecha set, so this doesn't trigger, so it's actually useless. That one, it gives us a little bit more range, but honestly I don't feel like that's really adding a lot. Fellow says, I get that some people just aren't playing that long, I'm not angry at them failing. I feel like I could just do it alone in 3 minutes instead of taking the risk of it taking forever. I mean, yeah, that's absolutely fine. I fully get where you're coming from there, Fetov, because I've done the exact same calculation before myself. Sometimes if I am just not feeling it in dealing with people, whilst I'm not on stream of course, then yeah, I will just pop myself into solo. I'll do the whole sortie solo, no sweat. I'm at the level where I can handle it, so yeah. Sometimes that's just the right choice. Look at this. V polarity wise, there's not really a lot else. Cunning Drift is about the best we can put there. We can go for the Firewalker for that whole bullet jumping, which, you know, it's viable. Bullet jump bonuses are okay, but they're just not amazing. The extra slide doesn't really matter that much. The ability range, it's a thing. Let's see, number of mirrors goes to 34 from 32. Yeah, it's making a tiny ass difference. But it's still a difference. Now with this setup as well, focusing mostly on range but also a little bit on that duration there, that does also mean that Splinter Storm gets plenty on it. I do wonder though, because I've focused quite a lot into range, I wonder if Narrow-Minded could be worth putting in here. Problem is, where? That's another D polarity. I can't take out the augment. Taking out health doesn't seem like a great idea for something that's also working off Splinter Storm. That's only a resistance, not an invulnerability. Oh wait, actually no, this is not a Splinter Storm build. I just realised strength is dumped. Splinter Storm does not work with this build. Never mind, I've been talking shit. So this is purely a Spectre Rage build. And in that case, yeah, we definitely need the Vitality. If I swap out Overextended for Narrow-Minded, that is going to lose me 156% range, which is absolutely not happening. Not even a question, that's just not happening. I do feel like this one is reaching its limit. Also, I have got this Xmas slot I need to be using, so let's use that. Let's just fuse one. On the original build, we got 10 to work with. I mean, I could go Preparation. Didn't need the energy that much, so... Go Action Drift. Sometimes viable. I think Power Drift is probably the one here. Oh, actually, swap that around. I can get up to 12 instead. Still not Prime Sure-Footed level, but, you know... Yeah, nah. Swap that around is effective, but still, yeah. I think the Power Drift is the best one here. Get that little bit extra strength, why not? So, back to this one then. With that new extra slot we've got available, we've got 9 to use on this particular build, because I'm being an idiot. Now we've got 12. Just a subtle difference of putting the mods in the right place. Is this going to be better? Yep, there we are. Now we got 13. Oh, any more I can get? Thinking about it, what I could do is actually drop the Cunning Drift altogether. That little bit of range not really mattering, and have Prime Sure-Footed up here. It's an expensive mod to use. Excuse me. But in this case, yeah, I think that's actually worthwhile. We got an empty slot here. I know that's a bit ugly to look at. The back of your mind goes, no! But in this case, it's worth it, because there's nothing worth putting there. And I don't want to forma this up any further. It doesn't feel like there's somewhere that's worth putting a forma on this one. Then the other build we want is going to focus on that Splinter Storm. So, at least put in the level 0 Cunning Drift. Okay, fine. Fine, I will put in the level 0 Cunning Drift. That 2.5% range. We go up from 32 mirrors to 32 fucking mirrors. There you go. It's in there. Also, I've forgotten to do the arcanes. Let's do those. Energize, I don't actually need if we're producing energy orbs with Spectra Siphon. So we can look at other stuff. So we're also intending the enemies not to shoot us. Avengers kind of out. So... Still better than empty? Well, technically no, because you do start with more energy for not using up all your capacity. Technically, you're saying that that tiny percentage of range and tiny percentage of slide is better than starting with more energy. Yeah. You know. Aegis, the damage reduction boost works on shields. Well, that's cute and all, but we'll look at the arcanes for Spectre Rage at the moment. Not really an Aegis-y one. We've got a Vitality mod in there as well. This whole build is focused on generating energy orbs and not getting hit using distraction tactics. I'm thinking consequence, because we're going to be dealing damage, getting kills. Leading to bullet jumps, yeah, headshot kills, leading to bullet jumps, that's a good idea. And then... I don't have a lot of other arcades because I've never really focused on them that hard. We could go the Arcane Strike for a melee support, because we'll be killing the enemies inside of the area, and either of these are perfectly fine. So I think just as a default, I have Arcane Strike. Yeah. I got really itchy nose all of a sudden. Alright then. Now we're looking at a Splinter Storm build. First things first, Aura, Depolarity. Let's just put on that good old, where is it gone? Rejuvenation. Why the hell not? We keep putting it on there. It keeps on being good enough for the Deformer. Depolarity, I should say. So this one needs a bit of strength, mostly duration. For that bit of strength, we can just pick up good old Intensify. No cost strength puts us to that max straight away. There we go. What Prime Continuity? That gives us loads of duration. Let's get Constitution for loads of duration. Let's get the Augur Message for even more duration. Now, the question is, do I want to build this with a lower range and radius? Because I could go narrow-minded. Problem is, this means it's a lot harder for me to put this onto allies, and the radius of the slashing on it is completely shot. It also nullifies this ability quite a bit. The explosion range is shot, and it ruins this ability. Yeah. Narrow-minded is counter to basically everything Gara stands for, so I'm not going to go that heavy on the duration. There's no reason to just completely kill those abilities, I think. Because you can still work with them instead. I'll keep that, yeah. That's decided, I'm keeping that. Overall then, the only other thing to think about would be a streamline. We can reduce the cast cost because we're not generating loads of energy with this build. So we can reduce that cast cost. As we're focusing on defense, we can then just literally focus on defense for the rest. So with that end, we got steel fiber, bring up the armor. Ugh. How much is it doing? It doesn't like updating, does that? No. That's not a lot of armor, to be quite honest with you. So I don't think that's really worthwhile. Instead, we use adaptation. We'll stack that with vitality. And I'm going to go triple on this. I'm going to go for the rolling guard as well. The holy trinity of survivability right here. Yeah, I know it's not fully max rank, shut up. Only problem is, going with all of that, I then can't fit Primed Sure-Footed, which is your over defense mod. I could swap out Rolling Guard in this case. Because I can't pop this into here due to the capacity. This is where that extra forma might come in, because if I form this as a dash, then I can fit Prime Sure-Footed. That one also uses a dash. That one also uses a dash. Yeah, I think if we want this to be a proper tank build, using that Splinter Storm, Prime Sure-Footed makes difference, because Splinter Storm, that doesn't protect from knockdown, does it? Does it? I need to check that. I completely can't remember. Splinter Storm. If it protects from knockdown, then I just won't do it. Circles you in protection, resistance to attacks. Nope, don't see anything. Oh, sorry. Enemies debuffed with Splinter Storm become immune to pushback and pull effects, including those of Splinter Storm, Ferox, and Telegrenades. Hard? What? Alright, you know what? Rather than trying to find a single hidden keyword, I'm just going to take this to Simulacrum very quickly. Let's drop squad. Sorry about that, guys. Let's drop squad. Oh, I've not been using Sigil this entire time. Oopsie.
You are a true hunter.
I'm just going to go grab a Scorpion and test if that actually does it or not. If it doesn't, no need to forma. And if it does, we'll forma it. If it does grapple me successfully. So let's grab one Scorpion. Horrible little devils they are. Let's not have it kill me. Alright. Oh, I need to unpause the AI. Of course, that would help. Come at me then, Scorpion. Try and throw me around. Oh, hold up. Did it miss? Don't walk at me, you'll die. Don't walk at me, you'll die. Or get blinded. One of the two. I need some more Scorpions. Alright, we'll catch you in a bit there, Fetoff. You take care. See you next time. We'll be live again on Wednesday. Okay, no, he missed the first one. That one definitely knocked me down. That was pathetic. That was really pathetic. Oh, man. Yeah, just to triple check. Stand here. Yeah. So we do need to do the former then. Alright. Cool. Let's leave back to the orbiter. Let's form a Gara one final time. I'm not really going to fret too much about the aura. It's not the end of the world having that depolarity there. She'll be fine without it. That upgrade on here definitely needs to happen. And with these as well, I'll focus the Arcane Energize because, you know, having enough energy to keep this up is kind of crucial. And Arcane Grace, because this one wants to tank. Let's grab the forma. Let's pop that slot right here. Bam! Did it break any of these builds? Yes, it did. Okay. What was supposed to be here? What did I have there? Was it Vitality I had there? I felt like it was Vitality. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. Alright, yeah, so let's get this leveled one more time. If you would like to join in, if you're on PC, let me know your username in the chat. I'll bring you on in. Let's not forget that sigil again. We're going to level up Gara one more time. Appearance. Galia, front sigil. Grab that bounty sigil. Alpha down to nothing, and set this to black so that it goes completely invisible. Ta-da! Wouldn't even know it was there. And yeah, I still get the rewards for it. Alright then, what I'm also going to do actually, I'm going to bring my Kavat. Because if that can give me some bonus, that would be very, very nice. So yeah, let's bring the kitty. If that can increase the rate of XP, that would be nice. I'm not going to buy a booster at this stage. We have not got enough time left on the day to be worth a booster. Also, I hate the bug how it undoes the alpha channel whilst you're in this screen here, so we can always see the sigil. That's doesn't need to be there. Come on. What does Bounty Sigil do? It means I actually pick up standing for the New Loka and Parent Sequence Syndicates when I do missions. Yes, they did, Evo. It's very recent. I think it was with the Gara Prime update. They changed the communications tabs. And Clan Management got a facelift as well. Yeah, all of your frames should absolutely have some kind of Syndicate Sigil equipped. All of them. I can't nuke for a bit. I forgot about that. Also, I don't know which build I'm on. Am I on the defensive one? Ew. 15 waves? No, I just want to get myself to level 10 and then I'll be dipping because I need my ability to nuke. Without the nuke, I do not gain the XP I need. So, probably not. I just need level 10. Right. apologise. I was initially responding to someone who is not in chat here, so he's not going to hear me when I speak. As always as well, if you are enjoying the channel, make sure you do remember to hit that follow button to get a notification as soon as I go live on future days. And if you would like to support the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you've got Twitch Prime, you can subscribe for free, and if you haven't, well, you can still subscribe, it's just not free, but you're still supporting me. Every little bit helps me continue to bring the videos and streams to you. Let's get this Gara up to level 10 so I can start nuking. I feel like it is just going to be more efficient for me to shoot stuff at the moment. Oof, I'm taking a fair amount of the damage at the moment. Yeah, while shooting gives me a quarter of the XP of... what's it called? Of killing them with my abilities. I'm killing them a lot faster with the forma. A lot faster. Because I can get single kills there, but I have to hold cast a position and... yeah. I mean, look at that as well. The range isn't there at the moment. So I can just shoot. I could probably shoot in semi-auto kill. Yeah, just look at that. Sorry, full auto rather than semi-auto. We're at a low enough level, I can do that. Rank 5? Ah, we're not going to get rank 10, are we? Damn. Damn, gonna have to go to wave 10. I'm really not sure which build I've left myself on at the moment. It's kind of odd. Looking at my health, I think I'm on the Spectre Rage build, I want to guess. Do you have to use abilities in order to level the frame? No. If you kill with a weapon, 25% of the XP goes to your frame. Sorry, no, 50%. 50% goes to your frame if you kill with a weapon. If someone else kills an enemy, and you're within affinity range, 25% goes to your frame. However, if you kill with an ability, or something Warframe derived, 100% of the XP goes to your frame. And thinking of that, actually, that's the same with On-Call Crew. They, I think, give it all to your frame. But yeah, if I bring out the crewmate, they'll give me more XP. That's good. I've used it very late, but that's fine. So yeah, affinity is gained in various ways. Most notably, if you can kill as effectively, or nearly as effectively with your frame as you can your weapon, use your frame if you want XP on the frame. If instead you can kill twice as fast with your weapon than you can your abilities, use your weapon. And if you can't kill even... it doesn't matter how fast you can kill compared to your allies, theoretically, because you just want to be killing anyway, get that XP in. If your allies are killing things... If they're stealing the kills from you, it might actually make you slower at leveling because they'll put the XP where you don't want it. So that can be a negative trade-off. More often than not, having allies around is a good thing. It's only because it affects the number of spawns. Like if you go into solo, you'll do even worse than you do with an ally who's taking the kills. Ability use points goes to credit or XP. Ability used goes to your XP on your frame. Like you see that? I'll try and get a pickup. You see that 280 there? That was caused by someone else. So divide that by 4, that's how much went to my frame, the rest got split between my weapons. 280 was also given to my Firmin, but Firmin's not gaining XP right now because they're max rank. Those little numbers you see popping up, like when I do ability, never credits. Never. actually using Chroma's first ability. We live to see the day that happens. Oh, I'm at rank 10 on the frame as soon as I leave this mission, so I'll be dipping out at 10 waves. That'll give myself the bonus XP, and then I'll be able to use my nuke once again. And that will level me up faster. Do that, that's fine. Do that. Strange how technically this first ability is using an exalted weapon for Gara in a technical sense, because it is her longsword supposedly, but she doesn't actually have an exalted longsword to work with and instead works off a stat stick. It's kind of curious in that regard. They could have made it where you had a separate moddable glass longsword which works for the ability rather than doing stat stick shenanigans, but yeah. He decided to make it weird. To be honest, it's even weirder with Excalibur because he does have an Exalted Blade which doesn't stat stick his first ability, so go figure. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. The other benefit, at least doing it stack stick wise, is that you don't need to form a separate glass longsword just to be a stat stick. You don't have to worry about that expenditure. But I feel like that's a relatively small benefit. Forma isn't that hard to come by in the end. Oh, no, that's an ally. Alright, one more wave to go. Backhand slash this final wave. I'll be rank 12 when I leave, which is nice. Currently rank 8 on the frame itself because we started here at 0, so I still won't have my level 10 ability whilst we're here. That's fine. Get rid of you, thank you. Quick rolling guard. Oh, rolling guard. Right, I am on rolling guard build apparently. Yes, I should have been using this. Cool, we're done. Let's dip out. Get myself ready to nuke.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
Goodbye, Flickle. Goodbye, Azrael. Your Gara Prime and your Octavia. What a basic Ignis. Wow, you do not see that very often. Playing with fire there, Evo. If it lagged out, you'd have been messed. Alright, cool. So, let me switch to the correct build, the Nuki build, and then we can dive back in. There we go, nuke appropriate. Let's go kill some things. We've got not a lot of time left in the stream, and I want this all finished. I want a completed Gara by the end of this, and I think we should be able to manage that. And 10 waves there, we got enough XP to get to level 13. It's not that far into leveling, really. Not that far at all.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo.
This is how serious I am about doing this quickly. I'm not even going for the initial loot crates. I want this Warframe leveled. Activate the wall. Thanks to the efficiency, I can do that straight away cheaply enough. And boom! Goes literally everything nearby. I do need some energy. However, oh, box. I'm not going to get any energy from that operator ability because I am not on Xeneric, I'm on Naramon. That's silly. She does look great, doesn't she, Kinsotus? Absolutely gorgeous frame. Before she was revealed, I was wondering how they were going to make Gara Prime look good. Because I was figuring they might just go all in on the whole, what's it called? Chandelier approach. I'll be honest, when it comes to Gara Prime, for example, I'm not a fan of the jellyfish. Really not. But this looks good on her. Looks like she has a built-in Syandana. I mean, I can see what you mean there, yeah. I've had a look at the Syandanas for, well, just all of them available, really. All the ones I can see, and didn't see anything inspiring enough to say, yeah, let's put this on Gara. She seems just fine without any additional peripherals, really. I know I'm probably insulting the fashion framers out there who can do some amazing stuff, but yeah, she doesn't need it. Not in my opinion. She looks good as is. I've increased the saturation of the black and the red. I've slightly adjusted the colour temperature of the gold, and I've changed the energy colour to this mid-low grey, rather than having that bright blue they offer. Bright, kind of cyan colour more than blue. With those colour shifts, I feel like she looks solid. Yeah, it's very standard, you know, black, red and gold, it's very, very standard. But it looks good. Standard is standard for a reason. Our Grand Warriors are not running around in neon green and baby pink for a reason. Except for Grendel. Grendel loves his neon green and baby pink. This should be a nice big nuke, and there it goes. Oh, I missed a few up here actually. Glorious. How are we on the XP? We see we've gone up to rank 16 so far. Not very far actually. I am getting the vast majority of the kills, so yeah, it's just a bit slow as all. Gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Kim. Absolutely gonna have to disagree on that colour combination being supreme. Oh no. Flash. Slash. Gonna want to get those ones down there, and they got, mostly. Hi, do you want to die? There you go. Helped you. Now notice with that slash as well, it is very good at carving enemies up. I imagine that has some synergy with, what's it called? With Necros. I don't know if we get the same result from the glass wall explosion though. I don't think we do because I've got all the elements added on, but we can give it a try. Let's have a look, see what happens to them. No, they just fall over. Never mind then. You see him, he's carved up. That's good for Necros, because you get extra body parts to work with. And all of those guys over here? Nah. I'm pretty sure I just saw an Equinox kill. Never mind, I'm wrong. Don't know what I thought I saw then. It looked like I saw the tendrils from an Equinox's main, but there's not one, so I didn't. Hello, Talunia, how you doing? We're in the very last bits of fully building Gara Prime. Leveled her up, formed a couple times. We're doing amazing here. You doing good? Excellent. Have you got Gara Prime yourself yet? Or working on getting Gara? Save this wall for the next wave to walk into it. Oh, you sold a set? Nice. There you got a pretty bit of platinum for that then. Oh, you're not a fun at Gara? I mean, that's fair enough. She isn't the most meta of frames. She is still quite an effective one, I'd say. Oh, hello. I have a competitor now. The other Gara Prime is stepping it up. Or maybe they did it just the once. Well, I can save this wall already. I do like that she has got means for both, well not both, means for control, damage, and tank. It's just she's not great at doing them all together. Which, I mean, no frame really should be great at doing all three things at once. That'd be terrible. Oh, she's in your top three, Kim? Fair do, fair do. My top three are Wukong Prime, Equinox Prime, and Lavos. I can honestly say all three of those were very good choices. Equinox is just beautifully powerful. If I had an Equinox using MAME in this mission right now, not only would I be less effective, just because of how Equinox will be running, but every bit of extra power I pump out, Equinox would just multiply for herself. She's amazing. And then Wukong, he's just a solid all-rounder. He can do plenty of damage, lots of it, with his Wukong just being an incredible aimbot. He's got survivability out the wazoo, including 3 extra lives built in, where instead of dying, he just gets better. You got the fact that his Cloud Walker bypasses basically everything in the game. From barriers and cameras, to enemies, to damage and status, he goes, oh, well, is something supposed to be happening? No, I don't want it to. And if he gets into a pickle, he can just use Defy to make himself even stronger. You mostly use Equinox for Rest and Rage, otherwise a mystery. Oh, fair do, fair do. There is quite a bit to what Equinox can do. She has got, you know, technically 7 abilities. But at the same time, most of them don't really have a lot going on individually. Hell, to a lot of people, Equinox is just 4. What's my favourite frame? My top 3. Take it perfectly. I am a Lavos main. I absolutely adore using Lavos. And then, yeah, Equinox and Wukong are definitely right up there. I do like Avara as well. I don't know if she quite manages to make it into favourites. Not quite like those 3. Yeah, Lavos, top spot, Equinox and Wukong, joint second. These days I don't have as many reasons... Ooh, that is an almost invisible wall. These days I don't have as many reasons to use Equinox as I used to. But when I do use her, I never regret it. See how we're doing. Rank 23. Are we going to have to 20 wave this? I think we might have to 20 wave this. Out, full spread, and smash. Pop one over here. And smash. Now I wonder if this other Gara Prime is using a stat stick. They're MR18, so They could definitely have heard of stat sticks. I wonder if they're actually using one for their Gara. Because that's a big part of the damage I'm doing here. Having an appropriate stat stick. Can you just kindly die, please? Oh, how did you get there? There we are. You started doing a lot of fissures lately, so Titania quickly becoming your favourite fastest frame? Yeah, I can see that. Adagor's 3 for map-wide easy 1-min fissures. Fair do, yeah. That is a pretty popular combination at this point. That is indeed a rather popular combination, and for good reason. It's good. Oh, Ember's picking up a little bit there. I'll just keep doing my nukes. What I have over Ember is that whilst Ember has kind of dodgy restriction to line of sight, where it's not quite line of sight, but it kind of is, I have no restriction on line of sight. I can just shoot. Or rather nuke. No problems. All of them, there was something there. It was a scorpion. Of course there was a scorpion hiding in the corner. I have my own problem? Oh? How do you mean with that, Talunia? If they're inside the 4, they won't die? Ah, that's why I'm keeping mobile. Whilst they won't die from the first, I then kill them with the next one by being somewhere else. So they'll be outside of the second one, and they'll be frozen outside of it, which means they won't be able to move into it. That's why I'm moving around. That, and I'm also covering more of the map this way. Like, whilst these guys are in, if my allies don't kill them first, I just go over here, and now they're dead. So whilst I get it, yeah, Ember can move around to fix her line of sight issues as well. She has to move around to actually get that visibility through the walls, what have you. I just need to be outside of my original spot. And with the low range I've got on the initial wall itself, compared to the explosion radius, it's very easy to do that. Very easy. And then, in goes the dynamite. Just be careful with this kind of build you don't get a radiation proc and capture your allies with it. That would be very bad for them. Just get rid of these ones manually. Go a little bit tankier. Where is that Nox? Here he is. He's dead. Cool. We didn't get to 30. I do need to go the full 20 waves. Alright, let's do this. That's actually I won. Oh no, Arello, no! Helcritar, that's what your name is. Ah. No, Eva, we can do it, we can do it. We won't have as many enemies, I think, but that should still be sufficient to get to 30. Hello. He got here quickly, didn't he? I'm hoping this should still be sufficient for me to get the full 30. If it's not, I'll just be a bit sad. If it says just using their 4. What is your 4? Your Loki. Ah, okay. Radial disarm. Interestingly enough, a very easy way to do the tier 4 void survivals if you're low level. So the reason I am here is because I want to use Gara as Gara. Adaro is where you go if you use Rest and Rage, which is leveling up Equinox in a Gara skin. That's why I'm here. Because if I did want to just level her, then I wouldn't even be doing it with her. I'd have Evo here, go into a Sarin, and call it a day. Put on Banshee 3 and use Augment and melee stuff? Yep, so that's using Banshee in a Gara skin. You see where this goes. I know how to level up things very quickly. I am not intending to do that, because that is boring as shit when I'm trying to use Gara. I'm here using Gara Prime. The title of the frame is How to Use Gara Prime. If I use the other frame's abilities, I'm not using Gara Prime. I have a skin. Why I'm also only shooting the ones which don't really play very well with Gara's ability. There we go. Where'd he go? Hello. Oh, you're dead. Alright. Let's see how we're doing. Rank 29. Good. We will get the 30 here. That's fine then. No way we can't get it now. Get them built. Wait for them to come in a bit closer. And that should do. There we go. Smash! Gara Prime made it the last one of the tankiest frames in the game. Yeah, I guess she's a Rupert's drop. Who's to say? Knocks with a knife. Oh wow. Where is that one? Where is he? Look at it! Is that a Halicar, I think? Looks like one. Got two of them doing it. That's silly. I love it. Ah, you do not see that every day. Nox wielding a little axe. And smash. "17 hours, Fat Nerd. I'll finally be able to make a Thermal Sunder Harrow build." Ooh, nice. Are you subsuming Gorse now then? And yeah, Evo, they've always had the axe there. Every enemy in the game has a melee coded into them. All of them. That's how come Loki's ability leaves them still able to fight. I'm just deleting their ability. Ooh, I do not have a glaive equipped. I can't attack with a glaive if I do not have a glaive equipped. Now we wait for this to go down. There we go. Alright. Max rank, so the rest of this is just for the hell of it. Bam! This is a beautiful combination. It's not a new one, it's been known for ages. Gara Prime's added absolutely nothing new in that regard, but it is a beautiful combination. Do I know the percentage of armor reduction on a subsumed Thermal Sunder? Ooh, that's a very good question. I did know it, but I've forgotten. I think it was treated as if you're at half battery, which is it 50%? I'm pretty sure with the subsumed abilities, they treated them at 50% power wherever there was a scaling power like that. The same's true with Ember's Fire Blast. Subsumed, it considers you at 50% immolation charge. Yeah, you might want to double check, but I'm pretty sure it's that. Ooh, that's an Xmas Nox. Some dead Nox, thank you.
Extraction is ready.
And we're good, let's dip.
Unless you can handle more
We're good,
of
Evi.
it.
You said two different numbers there, Talunia. Ember is 75%, 100%? You're saying definitely 75%? There we are. GG's on. Oh, hang on. Look at that. A perfect 1,000 kills. Now that is uncommon. Oh, that's just beautiful to look at. Perfect 1k. Perfect 80. Hey, don't sweat it, Evo. I was specifically there to do the damage myself. If you'd have done more kills, I might not have actually got to rank 30. So you did your bit just fine there, Evo. You did your bit just fine. So then, let's have a look at these. We can now finish modding everything. This one's fully modded as far as I consider it, because that is just the new build I've been using now. Doesn't really need anything. I don't see anywhere I can realistically improve on it. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it as is. Over here, this one we want the Prime Showed Footed back. I think that's what I had here. Was it that? Oh, I can do it anyway. Prevent the knockdowns from this. There's not really anything else that would need to go there, is there? So Prime Show Footed is just fine to go that one. Yeah. Just put those around for my own sanity's sake. There we go. And then on this one definitely wanted the Prime Show Foot, because this is our tank build. This one, the tank there, we got the full charge on the Splinter Storm. It's got a decent duration, slightly reduced cast cost. And then as we see, we've got the triple tank mod setup here, the Rolling Guard Adaptation Vitality, plus the Prime Show Footed. That I am pretty damn happy with. And the Energize to keep us topped up. We got the Grace to just handle everything that comes our way. Over here, this one is the Spectre Rage build with Spectre Siphon. But because of the lack of strength, this, and this don't exist. This actually no longer needs to be that. Ooh, hang on. Here's an added benefit, isn't it? Alright. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. Alright. There you go, guys. We no longer have a dodgy slot having formed it that way. Improvement. So yeah, this one, as I say, it's working off the Spectre Rage there, which just needs duration and range. More range for more mirrors. The rest of it doesn't really matter. The strength doesn't affect the energy orb drop chance. That's why we can safely tank it. Because it's trying to avoid taking hits, we can instead go with Consequence and Strike. And this one, the nuke one, as we just saw in action. Energize just to get us extra energy, because it is very nice to have all of the energy, even with that hyper efficiency. And Strike, because if you are working on building up your stat stick combo, that's useful. But otherwise, yeah, nukes. And I don't really worry about the aura. That doesn't need fix. That's fine as is. That's a complete build. That is how we use Gara Prime. That's it all put together there. I think that has been almost perfectly timed. Look at that. What we're going to do to round this off then, because we did from all that farming pick up another one of those Axie relics. The Axie G6, was it? Yeah. Got a couple of these. I think the best way to finish this is to open those up and cross our fingers. I'm just going to check, do I have much in the way of void traces? I do. Good. Alright, that's fine then. Yeah, Evo, if you want to join in on a little bit of Axie, or if anyone else wants to join in on a little bit of Axie action, we're going to jump into that. That's going to be the last bits to round off today. Sabotage, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. They've got only one Axie. There we are. We'll do one Axie then. Unless you get another Axie from this. We'll just do the one. Sounds like a perfect way to wrap it up. And if we do get this blueprint, triple win. Triple win incoming. I'm feeling it. We'll just let... Oh, Evo says, never mind, only have one Gara Axie. Oh, that's fine then. I don't mind if you bring a different Axie. If you've got other Axies, we can still do two. Oh, win-win-win. Right, I was trying to understand what you were doing there, Fat Nerd, at first. Win-win-win, yeah. Wasn't sure if you're doing a web address, or typing triple win, or... Interestingly enough, it was, at least when I was playing, very common for signing up for fleets in EVE Online with www. Either signing up for fleets or saying, come to me, quick. Seriously, that was the thing. That means a lot of things all at once there to me. Oh, hello, red crits.
Use these to crack open a relic. My intel
Oh, I just realised. Of course, Prime sure-footed. I just walk through those lasers. Oh, that's beautiful.
exact location.
That is beautiful.
If you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Alright, come on, where's these? There's our corrupted peoples. Give me your stuff. Hell? I was being abducted. This speed buff as well. Woo. Nah. Not the button I wanted. There we go. Okay, yeah. No, I'm on the nuke build. I have no defenses. That's bad. That's bad. Let's just nuke for a bit then. Oh, this thing's surviving down here. That's interesting. Grab you, pop you into here. We're not going to do the fancy one. Not this first run. We'll do the fancy one on the second run.
Finish your mission and take a look inside.
There we go, we're good to go. You know, that rejuvenation is actually kind of coming in handy. It's almost fully healed me.
Destroy the fuel injectors.
Which does make up for that mistake of getting shot at quite a bit.
Non-critical. Get to extraction.
No, don't nullify me and other nasty things.
Beware, Tara. This ship is experiencing reduced gravity and magnetic anomalies.
Yeah, you don't kid, eh, Lotus? Is there a benefit of doing the coolant insertion? That particular one, I don't think there is any kind of benefit, no. But there is a third one, which if you're not familiar with, if you've only ever done the heat or the coolant, I'm going to show you a different one. Yeah, the Inaris is probably the better one to go for here. Do you know off the top of your heads the third way of doing the sabotage there, Fat Nerd? If you don't know it, you're in for a treat. You do not. Excellent. Oh, this is going to be swell. Today I get to show you something beautiful. And it specifically applies to this tile set. You can do the same sabotage on other tiles, other missions. But this one, specifically, is where it goes good. In my opinion. So let's grab that G6 relic, upgrade it to the max, and hope for the best. I'll need to pay attention here, make sure I get in the way of this sabotage to make sure it goes the right way. Because teammates can make it where the way I want to do it becomes impossible if they do it wrong. I'm not going to tell people how to play. If they do it that way, then that's just how it goes. I'll have to do it in one of these solo to show you. I think Evo knows what's up.
This ship's reactor. The reactor is a complex system. Start with the coolant cells.
Here, trying to move as quickly as I can here.
My intel suggests
Excellent, Evo knows what's up. That's good news. That is good news.
unable to pinpoint their exact
That means Evo can help me do this right.
location. Willing to shoulder the added risk.
I should be getting some reactants along the way as well. I should probably focus on that and not just speedrunning this mission.
The enemies are dropping reactors. Don't forget the reactor. You need more to open that relic.
3 reactants, it's okay. Alright, so we are here. Oh, someone's grabbing cash. Alright.
I'm detecting 2 more faint hints.
So I'm going to just sit here for a bit. Let them do their thing. It's going to come out here. So normally you've got 2 major options. You grab the coolant cell, put it back in the coolant, or you grab the heat and put it back into the heat. I'm going to grab this heat cell right here. In just a moment. That can shoot me. I don't know. soon as they get it. Oh yeah, you don't put the coolant in the coolant, you put the coolant in the heat one for the cool one, yeah. Let's grab that extra reactant, come on. There it is. So I grab that. And, ooh. So we go to the coolant section. This goes into here. And then they restart the reactor. So if you put the power cell into the coolant, you effectively reverse the polarity, if you want to think of it that way. So we have to defend the terminal whilst the reactor decays, rather than exploding that thing over there. This does take a little bit longer, I suppose, but you'll see in just a moment how worth it is. Whilst we do this, let's go grab that shiny, why don't we? Where are you? There you are. Thank you. That's mine. Oh, someone found a second cache. Nice.
My readings indicate one more.
And I suppose we can just shoot this guy in the face. He got corrupted. You don't see that every day. Slow me down. There we go. Grab our coin. Reactor's about to decay. You watching? Lights out. The darkest tile set you have ever seen. This is the sabotage. It completely destroys the reactor without blowing up the ship. So just all power shuts down. Very spooky. Only on the new Corpus style set does it shut off the lights like this. On the others, it just does weird stuff. I think it's the magnetic anomalies. But yeah, completely blacks out the mission. So much so using your torch. That is a nice different way of playing, in my opinion. That control of the atmosphere, all of a sudden the map level stops being just corridors you go through and feels a little bit more present because of that control and change of the atmosphere of it all. So I like it. It's not meta, it's not fast, but it's neat. I'm not sure if that other person is trying to find the cache. Are they? Yeah, it looks like they're trying to find the other cache. That's a waste of time. Not here for the cache. Oh, they found it. Okay. Fair enough. Still a waste of time, but at least they succeeded. Hey! That is not what I expected to see, but I will absolutely take it. Evo, was that from you? No, you brought a G5? Or is that from a G5? That might be from a G5. In any case, whoever's the source of that, thank you very, very much. I will happily take a Vault Prime piece. That was from a random. Nice. Oh, hey, and we got a Nitane extract. Okay. Normally, getting all those caches is a complete waste of time. We just got an exceedingly rare drop there. That is exceedingly rare. On top of the Vault Prime. Wow. I'll take it. That is a good way to finish. But that is now all that we have got time for today's stream. Thank you very, very much to everyone who's been watching and engaging in today's stream. It's been absolutely wonderful to have you all here once again. We are going to be raiding over to another stream, so don't go anywhere just yet. I'm just going to see who I want to give a raid on over to. And if you have been enjoying the stream, make sure you do hit that follow button. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe as well. You know, throw a little bit of love and support over here that shows you want to see more of it. Because when I see that, I want to give you more. That's how it works. Let's see, who can we give a bit of love on over to? I'm just having a look at my list here. Eeny, meeny, money, mo. I only want people with a webcam. I don't like streams without a webcam, to be quite honest. So we'll find someone decently webcammed up and... Oh, here we go. You know what? I've just finished the Gara Prime stuff. Let me just mute this tab real quick. So I've just finished the Gara Prime stuff. We got someone here on their stream who is starting the Gara Prime farm. So let's go over to them. We're going to be giving a raid on over to Phantom Lois. That feels like a good play to me. There we are. Raid is through. Let's make this happen. And I'll see you guys next time. We'll be live again on Wednesday. That's all from me. You take care. Bye-bye.